for a boogie.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there. Or indeed, hello. Welcome to the Flashing Blade podcast. I'm Siobhan. Whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. More on that story later. Let's meet the plucky girl assistants. Oh, she's giving me her English teacher look. Oh, this isn't good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lilibet the Wonder Girl.
Hello.
Hello. Down there, it's the Brian.
Hello. I have an interesting thing to say.
You're not American.
I don't. No. I'm still American. Yeah. Healthcare fucked over. Yeah. Still American.
All right. Okay.
The few times I have had to step in to broadcast the show, I don't think I have ever heard the theme song. I've never had it playing in my headset.
I'll send it to you, my love. I'll send you the.
No,
full
I have
version.
it. I have the intro, the Doctor Who, the outro.
Yeah. I can
have
send
it
you the
all.
full length version. I had to mix it myself.
No, that's
but what the
okay.
hell. You haven't heard the Slingsby Hornets.
This is fine.
Slingsby Hornets version of the show.
Hey.
Of the.
I've heard the Portsmouth Symphonia. Okay?
Yeah, but not doing
Nothing
Flashing
tops
Blade.
them.
Anyway,
Nothing. We need them to do the Flashing Blade.
Yes, we do.
we need them to exist nowadays. Anyway, let's now introduce the area that's not allowed out of his office when the president visits. Not allowed to train adopted stray dogs to sick brass.
I'm not allowed to train ducks at all anymore.
No.
any kind of
It's the
waterfowl.
quantum event known as Spanky.
The ducks do miss you.
That's a good thing. I missed the
They
duck.
told me so.
He needs a poncho now,
That's a
doesn't he?
good
He needs a
point.
poncho and a hat. He's got the cigarette. He's going for the
I do.
Eastwood look, isn't he?
I would have had more going on, but I've been running around. I was going to even put on one of my funny shirts, but instead you just get the really, really ratty old fat guy shirt that I've washed so many times it feels like a second skin. It's so soft and lovely. And I decided, no, I'm going to keep the lovely fat guy shirt on because it's one of my favorite shirts because you can tell it's sacred. It's got holes in it because I've worn it so much that I put holes in it because that's when you love a shirt. It's just...
That's how you know you love a shirt.
That's how the shirt knows it's been loved. You know you love the shirt.
It is
Exactly.
welcome on the on the show, quite frankly. I don't expect anybody to dress up for this nonsense. I don't. I'm in my
I only
bloody
dress
dressing
up
gown
at
and night
Halloween.
dress. So, it was quite lovely. I was looking out there earlier, and all three cats were out, and I sat outside in my garden.
Lovely. Got to actually
Almost
use
made it
your
all
garden.
worthwhile. Anyway, let's do the rounds like we normally do, Brian. How's your week been?
Had a little bit of a medical thing going on.
I'm all sweaty now. It's so hot.
Hopefully getting it resolved soonish. Had to take Friday off because of that, and
Screw it.
I must say, missing work. I'm not missing work. But yeah, and we had the game yesterday, which was awesome.
Yes, it was. Oh,
I believe it was cathartic for everyone involved.
Hello. Oh, I need to ask you something.
immensely.
Please, can we keep Hello Robot?
He's going to have
Robot.
to be repaired at some point.
That's all right.
He needs legs.
Oh, Jess will love doing that. I just want him as a companion. I think it'd be fun. I mean, I've got Gore as my mentor, and
God is your
hello.
mentor, true. Hello Bot might be around
Robot.
for a little while longer. It depends. I mean,
I think we should keep it. I mean,
depends on
not
how
as
the
a
story
main
arc goes.
NPC like Gore, just as somebody I can go and chat to and have a laugh with.
Like,
I'm
God
three.
and the
I am
robot
3
as
years
like a-
old. This sort of thing is bound to intrigue me and fascinate me.
Okay,
down
K,
with
K,
on
K,
the
K, K,
Hobot.
K, K, K.
There's also the fact Brian has to
Down
do
with
that.
on the Hobot as a
Hello.
3PO R2D2 comedy duo. That's
As soon as he
That's good. We're
started
cool with that.
doing the hello, that was it. I fell off the chair.
You do the hello. I am not. My best
that's my
improv
battle cry
of
now.
Max Headroom ever.
Well done, you. Did you interrupt a broadcast of the horror of Fang Rock a few years ago?
No,
Still.
no,
Okay.
but I am 15 minutes into the future.
Yeah, that's
a good
probably why
thing.
your eyesight's not too good at the moment. You're out of sync.
It's possible.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit. How's your week been?
It's been okay. It's been busy, but slightly more quiet than last week, which was good.
You're out of sync again. It's wonderful. It's not your fault. There's
Am
nothing you
I?
can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's all right. I just think it's funny.
You're
you're in a kung fu movie.
professional. Oh, dearest professional. I'm sorry a little
yes.
bit, but we're still tagged for World of Warcraft.
Yeah, so what? I'll probably talk about it at some stage.
Okay, we're good. Our
Again,
standards.
again,
professional
look
here,
at the
baby.
barren field. Look at the barren field. Yeah?
God, I need it.
Not a
I
single
understand.
fuck there.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
I'm
What is
sorry
this?
a little bit. Please continue.
That's
All the
okay.
fucks I have to give.
Last weekend, my mom and my nieces came to visit, and my nieces are 10. So, we went swimming and hung out, went to the market.
Did you throw beads at people?
No.
No, that's Mardi Gras.
Adventures
yeah.
in precocious preteens. Yeah.
I bought them lots of little bracelets and necklaces and
Oh,
that
kids
kind
love
of thing.
that.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
They do.
Were
And
they the
I'm looking-
seashell ones that all the little kids love?
No, they were like the ones that people make with like beads and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And
So technically
woven
you're throwing
ones. They
beads
were
at
really
people.
cute.
Did you go fishing?
No. We went swimming once, but then we were under a tornado watch most of the weekend.
Yeah,
So
I know. You don't have
the
to
pool
tell
You
me.
was
haven't.
closed.
You don't have to tell me about that.
You know, the odds of a tornado sucking a kid up and flying to
They're
Oz.
kind of
Aren't
they would,
anywhere near high enough, as far as I'm
Little
concerned.
kids love adventures like that.
they wouldn't
Apparently,
love
the odds are one in
adventures.
every Wizard of Oz film.
Exactly. You don't need a big one.
But,
EF3 will do it.
But
Well, those only come out every 70 years, though.
Well, EF3s, no, they don't love
I'm
it.
sorry.
I taught them how to play the board game Clue.
Dope.
But the only version of Clue we've
Dope.
got is the the Golden Girls version.
Of course, Dave would have loved that.
Awesome.
He would have
We-
loved it. Did he
Well,
play
yes.
Blanche all the time?
Well, the problem is he bought it and we never opened it
Oh, no.
because it was COVID times and you can't play Clue with two people.
No, of course you can't. No.
So we
Clue
could we didn't we hadn't gotten to the point we were planning to having game nights and stuff and,
Yeah.
and just didn't get to it. So he would approve playing it with the little girls.
Oh, definitely, yes.
But they
The
had
Arthur
never
in the kitchen with the rolling pin, yeah.
Well, and it's actually the premise is that that somebody ate the last piece of cheesecake
Uh-huh.
and you have to say who did it, what room
approve.
did they eat it in, and what clue did they leave behind.
Fair enough.
Epic.
Um,
Epic.
Yeah, it's great.
I wanna
So,
play it
and-
now.
I've shown them the movie.
Well,
Cluedo.
I've shown Clue a million times in my
Cluedo.
classroom over the last few weeks. But I did show that the girls had never seen Golden Girls. So, because why would they?
I like the fact they confronted racism.
Oh, they did. They confronted a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They did some great stuff on that
So
show.
did that Designing Women show.
I love designing women.
Yeah, they really got into it
They got into a lot
back
of
in
stuff,
the
yeah.
80s.
These women-led shows in the 80s were really powerful shows.
They were surprisingly
And
good
funny.
and surprisingly strong,
I
yeah.
was going to say
Funny.
Yeah.
tough.
Well written.
Yeah.
But so we ended up watching
things to
Golden
say.
Girls, and my mom came back from her conference that she was at, which is why they were down,
Hmm.
and so she was watching some of it with us, and the show has really sexual overtones all the time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they
Right?
used to, the main gay club in London
Octogenarian
They'd
sexual
stop
overtones, yeah.
to show the latest episode of The Golden Girls. Everything would stop. And they'd show that.
Would you guys like to know something? A little fact I know?
You're gay?
No.
Oh.
The actresses in the Golden Girls, barring Lilibet, were about our age. Now.
They were all in their
Good God.
50s.
Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, except for the oldest one, right? The little short one.
Well, no,
Oh my
she was in
God.
heavy. No, the woman who
Was she in
played her
heavy makeup?
mother. Heavy makeup. She was,
Yeah. She was the youngest of all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, right, so,
So we had
I
great
like
fun
destroying
doing
her ideas.
Spanky, batten down the hatches. You're going to have some rainstorms. North Carolina over the next couple of days.
See. Supposedly tomorrow, thunderstorms. We'll see.
There's
They
an
say
interesting
they promised-
situation building.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
Illinois and Mississippi.
We don't care
in a
about
day or so,
Mississippi.
you're going to have a bit of nastiness again. It's been quite bad this year.
Mississippi, right?
Anyway,
It's that time of year.
yeah, well, I know, but you have good that times of year, and you have bad that times of year. This is one of the bad ones. There's quite a lot, and they're quite strong. So,
Hurricane season hasn't even started yet.
Right
Wait till
now,
that
the
kicks
way
off.
I see it is they're destroying a lot of the, a lot of the redneck, hillbilly type states right now.
Well, no offense.
These
Hopefully they'll get
preppers,
to
they
Texas
prep for
again.
everything. They are prepared for these tornadoes.
It's true, they are.
Right.
Darwinism.
Hopefully they'll do Texas again and get the governor there in some trouble because he still refuses to repair the power grid from when it froze a few years back when I was living there, and the next year it froze again.
Dude,
and
they
he hasn't
haven't
made any
fixed
repairs.
Flint, Michigan. Come
They've
on.
still not
Thing, right,
fixed
was
Flint.
It'll never happen for another 100 years, right? And it happened the next year. And
this
so,
is
yeah.
what happens
Greg
when you
Abbott.
sell your soul to capitalism.
Well, when you sell your soul to foreign investors anyway, because they all immediately fled the
capitalism.
country as soon as the storm hit. It was hilarious. You couldn't find a single board head for the Texas Power
They couldn't
Grid
find their state senator.
shareholders.
Well, he was on
Yep,
holiday.
you couldn't find Ted Cruz. He was in Cancun, right? You couldn't find any of them. They were all
Spanky,
gone.
what sort of week have you had, or
Yeah.
don't I dare ask?
We're gonna
I think we
call
just heard it.
it tumultuous, but actually it was a lot closer to combat, except I didn't have any ammunition.
Oh,
it was
so
just go
bad
get 'em shot
combat
at.
then.
Yeah,
Were you throwing buns at the enemy?
basically. It was like the first 6 months of Desert Storm, actually, where basically they shot scuds and rockets and missiles and bullets at us, and they hadn't made the rules of engagement yet, so we had to sit there and take it.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
that was a hoot.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, then. So, there was a clue at the start of the show. It's rant time, boys and girls.
Oh yes, the rant.
Oh, yes, you have a new monarch, don't you?
Oh, yes, it was New Hat Day yesterday. New Hat Day.
I would say new, but he's kind of wrinkly and old. You might want to
New
turn
Hat
him
Day.
in.
That's
for
a
the
good
new
name
one.
for it. Coronation Day, New Hat Day. I like that. That's
I'm
much
just
better than
upset that I
Coronation
never
Day.
got a new hat out of it. I'm not.
Understand.
I'm not a royalist. I understand their point.
That
I
should
think
be
they
a
should
rule.
be stripped down to a European style of monarchy.
If you get a crown, you should have to give everybody else a new hat too in the country, right? If you become king,
I think
everybody
that's
else
good.
gets a new hat too, right?
I'd go for that.
I agree.
Anyway,
completely, yeah.
If I am elected king, I will give a hat to everyone. Man,
Everybody gets a
woman,
new
and
hat.
child.
that's my problem. You can't vote for him. Anyway, so because it's a big royal doo-doo, the police have been out in force, the Metropolitan Police. Now, I better point something out about our wonderful Metropolitan
The filth?
Police. This is the London
As they're commonly
Metropolitan
known?
Police. They have been repeatedly found in reports and investigations to be institutionally racist, homophobic, transphobic, and misogynistic.
We have stuff like that too. It's called the Chicago PD.
I'm sure.
We have that's called the police, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's general here.
And so they were out and they'd given a warning, we're not going to take any shit. And so some protesters turned up, T-shirts, they had some signs in the van. and they'd got little ties to tie the signs onto the railings and whatever. They were arrested before they'd done anything and carted off.
Arrested for showing up? Wow.
Yep, basically, we've become a fascist state. And then, and this is the corker, the morning before, at 2 a.m., there's a charity organisation in London, Westminster, called Night Stars. And they go around late at night handing out rape alarms to women. Really good thing. And they've got partners in this, such as, the City of London and, hang on, the Metropolitan Police. They're wearing high-vis jackets with the Metropolitan Police logo on. They were arrested and held for 14 hours.
The anti-women's
Well, it
rape
would
group?
stop the Metropolitan Police's
From raping them. Yeah.
weekend plans.
Yeah.
The Met
'Cause
Police...
I've heard about that one guy.
Yeah, the one guy that raped and killed that
kidnapped
woman.
the lady and killed her.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
trust me,
girlfriend.
there are about 500 cases at the moment in this country going through the
So,
courts.
yeah.
It's just week after week after week we're hearing something else. Anyway,
One constant between Britain and America.
So,
You guys don't have the gun violence, but your law enforcement's just as corrupt.
oh yeah, I personally think that a new force should be formed, and the Met Police should be disbanded. It is not fit for purpose. It is corrupt to the core. It'll never happen because it's the Met, innit? And they seem to be protected from all sides. It makes me wonder. That's my own personal view. When people say defund the police, they're not saying get rid of the police. They're just saying you don't need enough weapons and ammunition to fight a small war. That's what that's saying.
I just want to get rid of qualified immunity.
Which is please.
Yes.
Which is please.
Absolutely.
If a cop, say you're in you're with a cop or something, and they hit you, but they let you go later, you cannot do anything about it. There's no assault charges. There's no...
Why not?
Because of
for
qualified
example,
immunity.
Or it's a law.
Yeah, if
basically
they go to
saying
the
law.
wrong house. Yeah, if they read the search warrant wrong and go to the wrong house and beat up an 80-year-old woman and make her stand naked in her front yard and house
Again.
with guns in her face for, 8, 10, 12 hours, again, right? Then
My
none of them
bad,
can
bye.
be criminally charged.
That's it.
Qualified immunity. Oh, and they destroy your house in the process. They don't have to repair anything or give you any money or anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Qualified
free
immunity.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like when the FBI raided that bank and stole those people's life savings and stuff out of their safety deposit boxes because they thought one guy in there was like laundering drug money, and so they took millions and millions of dollars from every single customer in the bank. Yeah, qualified immunity, and they don't have to give a dime.
The other
back.
is if you're traveling
No prosecution.
and
No
say you have some money on you, right? Because you don't have a credit card, whatever, something like that. You have a certain amount of
from
money.
another country.
They'll pull
Yeah.
you over. They will seize that money, and you will never ever get it.
Never see it
back
again. You will not
Where
be
does
charged
it
with
go?
anything, but they will
to
take
their
the money.
pockets.
Goes to their pockets,
Good
right?
wonder.
It goes to their quote-unquote department, but the departments can never show it in the budget, and the money just disappears. It's a seizure, and it's supposed to buy, bulletproof vests or something, so it disappears into the coffee slush fund, which means, the chief gets a new gas grill, somebody gets a set of Z-rated tires for their, for their cruiser or something
For
like
their
that.
penis truck.
Mr. Fring brings
You
in
got
more
it.
donuts.
Exactly. That's what happens. So it's just there are so many things wrong with our law enforcement system. Oh my God.
As you may have gathered, maybe we shouldn't have left it 2 weeks between shows because apparently we needed this tonight. From the sounds
This
of
is all the
it.
stuff I can't say during the RPG.
Yes. Oh, things build up so much, right? Yeah. Got it.
Oh dear, I provide a public
Would you like
service,
to rant about anything?
Yes, go on,
A little bit, yeah.
rant. Let's have a rant.
We're letting it
Yeah,
all
right.
out.
Yeah, come
Ron
on.
off your
DeSantos,
chest.
go. Ron DeSantos, go. You know it.
Well, our governor keeps making laws that are making not only our lives harder, but the lives of everybody harder. And I really, really wish he wouldn't, because it's plain bigotry with no no reasoning behind it. It's just bigotry. And it's unconstitutional. So you can make whatever law you want, but it's still bigotry, and therefore it's still unconstitutional.
Can't you have a whip round and buy yourselves a Supreme Court judge?
Well, they're full up at the moment, aren't
Justice
Yeah, right now
Thomas.
they're-
But
yeah,
you
they're
can buy
all
you can
taken
buy
by
one
the
off,
bar.
surely.
Would be an opening.
No. I mean, basically, get to one of the Republican judges. No. Just get to one of the Republican judges and buy him off. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
he stands down. He just
The problem
votes you
is there are
away.
more Republican donors that will take them on
Just
trips,
buy 'em back,
take
right,
their,
yeah.
pay their kids'
That was the
tuition,
point
buy
I was
their
trying to. Is it
families'
Justice Thomas?
houses.
Yeah.
Is it
Justice
Justice
Thomas,
See you,
all-
Thomas.
all of them.
You see, I know
There are
what's going on.
three left-leaning and 5 right-leaning
Yes.
justices right now, right?
Supposedly
So
a
we're kinda
non-political organisation designed to keep checks and balances
boned.
on
It's 4 and
Congress
6
and the
or
executive.
something. I don't know.
Yeah,
We need
right.
to add like 5 more justices. I know that. Yeah.
Anyway, Met Police sod off, frankly. No time for
Oh
you.
yeah, I
Don't
saw
trust you
some
an inch.
that some of the schools, the actual libraries and stuff have their books removed now.
Oh yeah. What's up with that? They're doing book
no.
bannings or something.
No,
No,
that's not accurate. No.
Book bannings.
However, the law states that any book in any classroom library now counts as being part of the school library, and therefore all of those books must be approved by a qualified school librarian, which is a degree. Like you get certified in it, or you can pass a test and get your certification, but you have to be certified in it, which means if the
Okay.
books are not already. Now, I teach at high school level, and the way our county's interpreted that is that at high school level, if those books are anywhere in our school system catalog, they're fine. And if they're not, you then have to go through a process of getting them approved and added to it.
That
the
sounded
ones that are
awfully
already-
open-ended at first. Yeah.
Well, the problem is, one, there are schools with no librarians
Right.
because budget.
Mm-hmm.
Two, some of
I'm
those
sure many in the
librarians
city, yeah.
are not qualified through this process because they were hired and put into this position for budget reasons.
Mhm.
Being a librarian is an incredibly important and
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, yeah.
skillful position.
Very important job. Oh yeah.
yeah,
So-
I
Respect
know
the
a
librarian.
couple of them. They're like
Yeah.
living Google.
And they do all kinds of different things, and it's a very complex thing to do. So it's a hard position to fill, particularly with what they're willing to pay.
Yes.
The other thing is the interpretation of these laws, which are designed to chill speech. That's what they're designed to do.
Yes.
They're
And to
designed to
have
watch,
people
my love.
to chill free
Chill
speech.
speech.
Make people
Just stop
afraid
it.
to say it.
Make people afraid to speak. Right.
Okay,
without-
that's what you mean.
Without explicitly, by sounding reasonable, but
yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
Subtle threats. Right. Instead of
So-
overt. Yeah.
many of the school districts, particularly ones that are smaller, I'm in one of the larger school districts. We never get as much money, but we're one of the larger school districts. But the smaller districts, who are rightfully worried, have chosen to interpret this incredibly strictly, depending on, and also some school districts are headed by a superintendent who's elected, and some are headed by a superintendent who's appointed. If that superintendent is elected, then the governor has the ability to pull them out of their position. If
Mhm.
they're appointed by their school boards, he does not.
This is madness.
Yes. Florida education is insane. Simultaneously, because teachers are extremely vocal about, protecting children's rights, educating children, making sure that schools are safe places for people to be, and I not only mean mentally and emotionally safe, but physically safe.
Well, yes, you don't want to be shot.
Well, not even that, but things like, hey, there probably shouldn't be mold in your building,
No,
or
no, we have the same
hey,
problem
air
over here, to be
conditioner
fair.
should work, or
Sometimes
Especially
there's
in the
AC
90-degree
and-
weather you guys normally have.
There shouldn't be 40 children in a classroom, things like that. So not only, we're responsible for their safety in every possible way, and we have to, by law, act in local parentis when they're with us.
Yeah.
We
Of
are,
course.
by default, their
Yeah.
guardian.
Yep.
They're default guardians while they're in school. Yeah, that's harsh.
So we have this deep responsibility to our students. And we tend to speak out very strongly as a group
Yes.
about those responsibilities and what should happen with children.
As well, you should.
Yes. Quite
Yeah.
Right.
And so in response, the governor pushed our legislature and into, and it has passed, into making the teachers and other public workers have to have a 60%. We previously were forced to have 50. Now we have to have 60% membership in our union in order for our union to be able to negotiate on our behalf with our school boards for our contracts.
Wow.
Yeah. And we're a right to work state, so you don't have to be part of the union in order to be represented by the union.
By the union, that's a good.
Can
thing.
I
You can't work under the contract.
Can I ask a big question?
Excuse me.
It's the big question about all of this. Are we going through the decline and fall?
No.
Well,
yeah. It's coming.
The world has
Nah,
always
this
been.
is a permutation, not a.
Well, we've
not
gone
an
off to
ending
the
or anything.
extremes again, which is never a good look.
we
for
The
us.
have.
world has
But
always
this
been
happens periodically.
a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of time, they thought that the world was falling and that everything was getting worse. And I've met a lot of very, young people, and they were, by and large, wonderful human beings who care a lot about each other.
So what goes
and,
wrong?
What goes wrong is that the people who want power are the ones who pursue power. And they are exactly the ones who should not have power.
No, I've always
Because they
said
want
that.
to
If you want to be prime minister, you shouldn't be
Making it
voted.
a better place, not
Exactly.
getting into
Shouldn't
power.
be allowed to be
Exactly.
elected.
It should
Anyone
be
who wants
something-
power should not be allowed to have it. Yeah.
It should be something that people take turns. People who don't really want to but are good at it.
It would be
Have to
better
take
if we
turns.
chose our leaders by lottery. Yes, because there would be a better chance of you getting someone who actually had some ethics or morals.
Well,
I
and-
think there should be
either.
certain laws, like if, for example, you're running the education side of things, you get in trained teachers and educationalists to run that department. Department
Yes,
of
and-
Health. You get the doctors in to run it.
No, you get some political hack.
Oh, I know.
Or
know.
that, I don't know, the head of education probably shouldn't have a wife who's running a competing private school system and is therefore getting money siphoned onto that.
That's shady as
I know.
hell.
I'd love to see a truth in politics law and a truth in journalism law now, where if you lie
agree
as
with
a
that.
politician, you're censured and removed. If you lie as a journalist deliberately, i.e., Tucker Carlson,
Ha,
who,
yes.
if you guys recall, had to swear in court
I
that
want
every word he
to
said was a lie.
I invite him on
He
the
brings
show.
shame to the bow tie.
Well, remember that the judge had to agree that no reasonable person could possibly believe the lies Tucker Carlson said, and yet he's got 3.5 to 5.5 million people a night, which means he doesn't
Not
have any
anymore.
reasonable
I was about to
viewers, you know
say.
what I'm saying? So they all believe what he says. That's crazy. But
Not
that's
anymore.
how he got off
Gone.
of it. Yeah, not anymore, right? No, he's gonna end up on OAN or something. Watch, and he'll probably make twice as much.
I
Anyway,
think that if you're a politician and a journalist asks you a question that's an actual question, like, not just something stupid,
What
but like
hat
an
are you
actual
wearing
question
today?
about your job, you should A, have to answer truthfully, and B, fully, and C, you should actually have to answer the question you are asked.
oh
and
yes.
if not,
what's the
every
first thing you get
person-
taught? Turn it so you're
ask
talking about you
the
want to talk about.
Answer the question and answer it properly and answer it correctly. And if you don't know the answer, you
Say
just
so.
say, "I'm sorry, I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
I will get you that
I'd
information
respect
by the end
somebody
of day
who
tomorrow."
did that. Anyway, we need to move on. We've had our rant for this evening, possibly. Okay,
We've had a
news.
portion of it. It'll
News.
resurface later.
There's an animated Babylon 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been made. We're
I've
just waiting
heard.
for it to be
I've
shown.
heard about that. What the hell?
I know.
There's something else they're going to animate too.
Did anybody
I don't know what it
ask
is now. Shit.
Ivanova if she wants to be animated?
She's in it, but well, apparently she's up for it. She's been talking
Claudia,
about it.
what's her name?
Claudia
Oh,
Christian.
God. Yeah, she's awesome.
Well,
She's a
you
great
have to
actress. I
go
like
with
her.
the permission of the right hand of God. So,
Let's see.
if Ivanova
Boom.
wants this to happen, it will happen.
Yes,
Okay,
quite.
weren't they going to
Or
do
else.
Space Above and Beyond and something else too? Is there a couple of sci-fi shows they were talking about doing
They
animation
were talking
for?
about Space Above and Beyond coming back.
Babylon 5 and something else. There's another one like that. Like I'm going to say Space 1999, but it's not that. But it's one of those.
That's on YouTube now.
Not that. It's something else. Yeah, it is.
Space 1999, the whole series.
I'm very
It's
surprised
also
by
on
that.
Peacock and a couple other channels. Yeah.
I'm going to have to see if I can get that taken down. Sorry, I know the people.
I'm just
behind
going
it,
to say
so-
no right now.
Isn't it out of copyright protection or something?
I
Anyway?
don't know. We're going to find out.
That's probably why it's on YouTube.
I don't know what the British
Yeah.
copyright is, or the American copyright, how long it lasts.
The American one lasts forever, and that's thanks to
Yeah,
thanks to
99
Mickey
years
Mouse.
now. And then they
That's
can be
thanks
up
to
it
Mickey
like
Mouse.
3 times.
Yeah.
Right. What else?
Oh, do you want a cool thing?
Oh, please, always.
I was looking through other stuff, historical reference stuff, and found that the Library of Congress has on their website a whole section, and it's called "By the People."
Yeah.
And there's different sections of it, but basically volunteers transcribe original historical documents, handwritten documents, typed documents, and there's two things you can do. You can either just transcribe and you just go word for word, type what you see, children. Or you can help check them and check that the transcription is accurate to the original document. And once they've been typed and checked, then they're available, and what you're doing, and they can be tagged, hashtagged and things. And the goal is basically to make all of these documents, because they're not machine readable for one reason or another, accessible to everyone.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
What documents
And
are these? Sorry, I missed that
Sorry,
part.
it's cool.
Yeah, there are all kinds of really cool historical documents. One is they've got sections. So one is documents about the U.S. Civil War. One is about early copyright title pages. One is about the American Federation of Labor during the Progressive Era. There's all kinds of different campaigns, so you can just pick a section that you're interested in and work with it. And do as much or as little as you're interested in.
I wouldn't be interested in it. It's
Like
American.
SETI, but for historical documents.
Well, I don't know if any of them are tied into
Will it
British,
still
but they
have
may
the
be.
map to the treasure on it?
Well, obviously.
That's what I
Yeah,
want
the
to know.
dragons. Pointing to Florida. Right.
Have you checked out the Internet Archives? I just want to throw this out there since Lilibet mentioned that. They are trying to put a digital copy of every book in existence online.
Ooh.
They're my heroes. I love them, and
that
they've
would
got
be
so much good stuff on there. It's amazing. Lots and lots of like
Fascinating.
mythology books and stuff like that. Histories, philosophy, and so art, you name it. Boom, boom, boom.
Right, before we
Check
go,
it out. It's free.
before we go on, Brian, do you want to actually tell us what happened
Movies
in the
and stuff,
RPG last night? Can you remember?
Well, you
Sounds
guys found a nice little square to ransack. You've met a new friend in a damaged robot you
Hello.
repaired. Retta had a
Let's just say,
intervention of
I think it's fair to
divinity.
say she lost a lot of dignity last night.
No, she didn't. She did amazingly.
No,
Yeah,
she
she
lost
was awesome.
dignity in the fact that she got knocked unconscious.
Oh, that's
funny.
Neither here
That's
nor
funny.
there. I figured out the flaw with that. She didn't equip her armor.
Ichiban,
But-
doggy!
But no. Her actions actually advanced the plot a whole lot that I was not prepared for.
You did
Reddit,
very
And
well,
I'm rather
mate.
Reddit,
happy
yeah.
that she did.
You did
She
very
was-
well.
She was on time. She was doing great.
She was on point, man.
Oh, God,
Just-
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm just saying, for
I wanted
the
to get that lady out of
character,
that crystal
and
so
she
bad.
played her
Pissed at
disdain
God
for
power.
it really well, you know? It was really
She
good.
was really pissed at God power. She
Okay.
still is.
This is going to be fun tonight. We've got no Big Finish. However, we do have Big Finish next week. But what?
Cool.
What? We've got Doctor Who
Callan
that Brian
and
hasn't
Edge
seen.
of Darkness and Doctor Who, right?
And we've got Callan and Edge of Darkness now. Edge of Darkness is finishing this week, which means we'll be going on to Kolchak.
This week?
Yes.
Yeah, next week actually. Isn't that this because there's one more, right?
No love. We've just done episode 6.
Is that the 6th?
Yeah.
Shit, I think I only did number 5. I'm sorry. I may have downloaded the wrong one. My apologies. Bugger. Oh well. That's okay.
Ah, what a show. What a team.
Oh,
Nothing but
Spanky,
the
you've
best,
done it
baby.
again.
Mild chaos.
Oh, what a shame. The thing is, Spanky, I don't really want to talk about
5,
it if you
yeah.
haven't seen it. Because it's very good.
No, what did I miss? How did I miss that? Because you posted a link to me.
I did. Basically, love, did
And I
it
downloaded
seem
the
to
link.
end? Did Craven
No,
sort of stand
because,
up
you know,
there
the
and
link
scream
you gave
Emma?
me was the link you gave me was season 1, episode 5.
Right, hang on a second. Excuse me, boys and girls, you're not going to be able to see them very well.
Mhm. It's on the 18th, I think.
Spanky, let's have a look. Show yes, thank you. I do not. No, it's episode 6
Where is it?
on May the 2nd. So I posted it on the 5th. Sorry, the
Is it in general?
2nd of May. No, it's private message to you.
Bugger me. Let me look there. Damn it. So is that the 6th? I swear. Oh no, I know what happened. Okay, never mind. That was the one I broke and I couldn't get to download. My bad. And I meant to ask you about it because I couldn't get it to download. But that's cool.
Would you like
That
to
was
wait
on
a
me.
week to talk about
Totally
it?
on me.
Would you like to wait a week?
I honestly would not
Wait
mind
a
that
week?
because I really would like to talk about it.
Would you want to talk
because
about
I wanted
episode
to talk so
5
much-
tonight?
Yes, because Jedburgh has a Shakespeare moment.
Oh, he does. Do you want to? You go
Yeah,
through it. I
scene
spoke
2
about
of
it last
Hamlet,
week.
right?
You go through the whole thing. Go on. You do a
I'm not
Spanky
gonna do
review.
the whole thing. Oh my God! Basically, Craven and Jedburgh decide to go into Northmore,
Mm-hmm.
and they ultimately do, and shenanigans ensue.
Shenaniganery, as Lilibet said last week.
Shenaniganery. There's much shenaniganery.
Brilliant word.
But and you can tell where, and I like because the relationship of Craven and Jedburgh, while you know they're not actually friends, they do like each other and
There's a
they get
certain
along.
respect there as well, I think.
And there's a certain respect, and so when Craven's on the steps at his house and Jedburgh's there and he's got his like tack team set up and all, and they're planning the raid and all that, he goes into that line that Hamlet uses in, I know it's in Act 2, and he's talking to oh God, what's his name? Ophelia's father, right? And he's going
Okay.
on about, say again.
Excuse me.
I said okay.
Hang on,
Yeah,
is this
yeah,
the one that
yeah,
goes once more into the breach of the winter of discontent?
No, he's talking about he had such a lovely daughter. What riches did he have? A wondrous daughter, nothing else. And it's the line alludes to that. Perhaps Ophelia died not only because of Hamlet's madness, but because she was in some way sacrificed.
And it's not getting any more than 200 at the moment. And of course, I'm still getting the same old thing with the internet interruptions. Trying to get hold of somebody is impossible.
It's back.
Okay, sorry about that. Spanky, please continue. I'm so sorry. It was just no
You were
point in
making a
I
talking.
don't
point
remember the
about
name about the daughter.
Polonius. Oh, you mean in the Bible?
Yeah, it's that. What would it's let something or other. Oh, good God.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. In Hamlet, it's Polonius and Ophelia.
Yeah, it's Polonius. They're talking about Ophelia, and it's Hamlet to Polonius. It's Jephthah's daughter. And
That's it.
Jephthah was the one who led the battle against the Ammonites. I know because I'm from the buckle of the Bible Belt. Oh my God! So he promises to God, if you grant me a victory, I'll sacrifice the first thing I see when I get home to you, and in honor of the victory. And the first thing he bumps into is his daughter, and he promptly sacrifices his daughter to God.
Well, that's wrong. I'm terribly sorry. The first thing he sees. What if he saw a tree? He could have sacrificed the tree.
Well, back then, God only took living sacrifices
talking
of
Old
animals and
Testament
such, and
God?
since
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, the vengeful
and
git. Right.
this features more in the Jewish Bible now, to be honest, than
The
most
Torah,
Christian
you mean?
texts. Well, the Old Testament rather than the New Testament. So yeah,
Okay. Well,
because not a lot of people swing with the
I
Old Testament.
may
They all go King
be,
James.
I may be getting my topsy mixed up by turvy. I always thought that basically
That's
because
okay. It is
the Jewish
it is
religion
from
didn't
part of that, yeah.
accept.
Oh God, what was
the
it book
Christian
in? It was
religion.
in Judges, right? I think.
He's off. You're off, aren't you?
Sorry. No, go ahead.
That's
Talking.
all right, love. I wasn't
I
really
just had
saying
to spit
anything.
the name of the chapter out for it. I apologize.
No. It's cool. Don't worry. Keep talking about Edge of Darkness, Gitface.
Okay, we got that. Jedburgh and Craven are becoming better, not necessarily friends, but allies, I guess. They invade Northmore. Shenanigans and shenaniganery ensue. There is gunplay and such at the end. It looks bad for Craven. Jedburgh
Primo.
tried to hold him off or something, and they're flooding the tunnels, and they steal plutonium. Excuse me, almost said Polonius. They steal Polonius.
Well, they
He
could have
needed it.
stolen polonium.
Polonium, right?
Stab him behind the
they
curtain
sold
a
the
few
guy
times.
for plutonium.
Right. But the cool thing
Sorry,
is
John
they're also
Carpenter
doing the
moment.
trial at the same time, and they've got the guy from Northmore up there who's explaining how when Craven's daughter, though they don't mention his daughter on there, when the Gaia team goes in and attacks them and tries to figure out what's going on, he explains it as terrorists snuck in, stole some plutonium, and the only way we could handle it was to flood the lower depths and kill them all. So they're probably still floating around down there. And the whole court obviously is like aghast and horrified. But they're wondering why he didn't report it to all these regulatory agencies. This, that,
It's
and the
not
other.
a
He said, well,
trial.
you know,
It's a Commons inquiry.
right. It's an inquiry, an official inquiry. But the reason why they didn't was because basically it was like Department of Defense or something, or Ministry of Defense, I guess it is in
Ministry of
England, right?
Defence
MOD.
property,
So
which they were basically
instead of
looking
DOD.
after.
he says it was theirs, and so we had to report to them, and that kind of shuts them down. But it also does give the guy's enemies, which is what the little, I can't remember the little short pointy nose guy's
Hardcore and Pendleton.
name is, his tune anyway, you know, the one who was like tries to tell the judge or the whatever arbitrator there at the beginning, can you draw this out as much as possible? He's like, no, we got too much to do. That was funny. But so what the hell was I saying? I forgot now. Damn, I got
You see,
sidetracked
he's
on
just
the little
like
short
me.
pointy nose guy. Bugger. Anyway, trial, all that, and now we're waiting for next week because I really want to see what happens next.
Okay, so we are going to have to wait, I'm afraid, a week.
Yes, that's my fault entirely.
Sorry, guys.
There, internet masses. I apologize. This is all Spanky. Apparently, Spanknanigans happen as well.
Hey, do you know what I haven't done yet? Basically, are you enjoying it, love?
Yes, I like it. I've been enjoying it the whole time. It's very good. It's
Best
well written.
drama ever made over here, anyway. Okay, then.
I don't know,
Well,
but
if you're
challenge for
ready,
that.
I need to say the thing now.
The thing.
The thing is, and now, from the worlds of BBC Television's Doctor Who, it's Doctor Who. I think I might have hiccups. I'm not sure. This could be interesting. The fourth Doctor Who. Because as we know, there is only one. And his plucky girl assistants, Harry Sullivan, Sergeant Lieutenant, and Sarah Jane Smith, Metropolitan reporter and journalist. Yes. They've just left Skaro, everyone. That's
In the most
nice.
cheerful story ever.
Oh, wasn't it just? Oh, it's happy, happy, joy, joy. Well, if you
The
listen to
only
Neil
bright
Sinister.
spot is her raincoat.
Anyway, they've basically grasped Tom's ring, and they've woobly, and they've materialised back on Nerva Beacon from the Ark in Space. Except there's a slight temporal problem with this. They've arrived a few thousand years early. It happens. It's Time Lord technologies, face facts. And
Time drift and space drift, right?
Time travel. It's not.
this
exact
is
science.
back when Nerva wasn't a beacon. Was a beacon. It was a manned
Not an
outpost.
exact science, right?
It was a manned outpost to advise shipping of changes in navigation and threats and that sort of thing. Used to have a full crew. However, when the Dock and Co turn up, everyone's dead and turned into shop mannequins. It seems to be some sort of plague. Where have we heard that before? With lines going up. Why? If it isn't the moon base, who are the bad guys in the moon base? Anyone?
Not the moon base.
No, it wasn't the enemy. What? Who were the enemies?
Bugger.
Come on.
I can't even remember now. Oh, and was that the one with the ice caves? Damn.
The
You are
Cybermen?
all deeply
The more Cybermen
unworthy
again?
of the diamond logo.
I'm
I'm wearing my T-shirt for.
You're just wearing it to rub my face in it.
I was
That's
accused
all
of
Well,
it
I'm
is.
wearing it
But it was
because
a lie.
it's laundry day. Okay.
There you go.
I did. I
Also-
turned off the dryer before we started recording, so you wouldn't have
See?
the noise in the
It's
background.
laundry day.
I love
There's
the way she
laundry.
thinks we're recording.
It's all.
This is live.
Well,
this
you
is
know
as
what
it
I mean.
happens.
It's put up later.
Right.
Please, we haven't been alive in years.
So, there's a strange silver. It's not even a snake. It is described as a cybermat, but it's a big redesign for them, and it's going around biting people. Oh noes! And they're all getting the plagues. And anyway, the problem that Nerva have is that they still have some outlying ships waiting to come into the system that need to be warned about this new planetoid that survived, because apparently that happens a lot in the solar system. And people have to be warned about it. This planetoid is called Voga, the planet of gold. And
They should have a theme song with a name like Volga.
Right?
Her
you
name
would
was
think that
Voga.
The Planet of Gold
She was
could
a-
afford a theme song.
Yeah.
they
Why
make
would you
what
do
gets
that?
me
What?
about this, because a bit later on, of course, the Cybermen attack Voga in some beautifully shot scenes. They're just beautiful to look at. Down at Wookiee Hole, I've been there. I
Makes the
insisted
early
that they
stretch
filmed
Cybermen
Earthshock
too.
there. I didn't know any better back then. They seem to have made everything out of gold, because the planet is made of gold. Except their guns. Which was how, Earth people used Voga's resources to come up with the
but
glitter
Cyborg
gun
had
to
their
fight the
glitter gun, right?
Cybermen with. Why didn't the Vogons have any of these glitter guns?
Why didn't they still have them? Exactly. So they're throwing handfuls of gold dust at people.
This is where the Cybermen's weakness to gold starts. Initially, it wasn't a bad idea. The perfect non-corrosive metal that plates their breathing apparatus. Okay, fair enough. I can live with that, I think, as an explanation. But it's got to get inside their chest unit. Later on, you just had to fire a gold-tipped arrow at them, and
They developed an allergy from
Yeah, that was great.
overexposure.
it's ridiculous.
That must be what it is.
Absolutely
Wink.
ridiculous. Anyway, I love Revenge of the Cybermen. I think it's brilliant. I think the incidental music is great. I love the Cybermen in this, even if... Well, the Cyber Leader's a bit camp, isn't he? Let's face facts here. It'll be an amazing explosion. Fragmentize. Sorry,
We had another reference to chess in here.
that's got nothing to do with Fenric, but carry on, did we?
We did. Where the doctor says something like, I have a secret move in chess. I knock over the board.
I kick over the board. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good
Why?
way.
Why don't
works
I
a
remember
lot.
him saying that?
Yeah.
Well, do you know when he says that? Roughly what's going on at the time?
I did not take notes. He's talking, I
Good.
think, to Sarah, and yeah, I did take notes.
He's
But
talking
I-
to Sarah and that other guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
That
to Sarah and
other
Harry.
guy is Surgeon Lieutenant Harry Sullivan. Thank you
I
very
like
much.
Harry Sullivan.
Mhm.
One of the
Very
best
good guy.
companions
Good
ever.
guy.
As long as
But
he's got
it-
a clam.
Who
But it-
almost kills the Doctor 3 times in this episode.
Damn
That's
straight.
Poor
two,
Harry.
two under par for him. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but he
this has been a
means
running
well.
joke that's been building since Robot, culminating in Harry Sullivan as an imbecile.
He means well.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he's
wonderful.
an
We
imbecile.
love Harry.
We do love Harry.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
I love Harry. 'Cause
Do you?
he
Do you
won't fit in
really?
the stew.
You don't sound like you love Harry. You sound
He
like
won't
you
fit
like
in the
Harry.
stew.
It's a duffel coat.
He's a little
I'm just
big.
saying,
He's a
I'd
little
like
big
a
to
proper-
fit in the slow cooker.
Fair enough. I can understand
A
that.
little bit big, but
Slow
that's
cooked.
what Ginsu is for.
This is one
Benny
of those
Long Pig.
stories where you have the Doctor falls into a conflict that was going to happen whether he was there or not.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was deliberate? The Time Lord sent him there.
Oh, probably.
Okay.
The Time Lords are slimy like that.
They hate Doctor Who anyway, right? So yeah.
Well, they don't have to watch it.
They do, you know. They only get one channel.
BBC Gallifrey. Oh dear.
BBC Gallery. And all Doctor Who all the time.
It's either Doctor Who or making cheese. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
And
Yeah, with the
somebody,
cheese videos, right?
There's the
Somebody
hats.
with their-
There's the hat business.
somebody with the big collar has to stand behind the rabbit ears and hold it on their collar.
Well, that's why they
With
have the big
collar
collars.
Like that, that's the rabbit ears. Do 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 do.
It catches all the reception.
Okay, so tonight we've worked out how Gallifrey receives television signals.
Mhm.
Well done,
One
us.
more Mystery Universe solved
Science
by,
with the flashing blade.
by your flashing blade crew, right?
I'm so proud. I am.
We're just
There's
crushing
something
them. One mystery at a
fundamentally wrong
time.
with all of us. on some
Yeah,
level.
yeah. It's on. Well, that level's got to be really, really far down, Brian. Face facts.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, that's where the standards are. So,
But this is because this is the Vogons, you know, who have temporarily given up
Resistance is
trying
useless.
trying to build a hyperspace. This is what happened when their hyperspace thing didn't work out anymore. You see.
Fergal grunt buggery.
The Vogons, yeah.
Yeah. So that was just fun watching that. But so
Blinking.
that's happening. And you have a conflict there between should we stay hidden and stay safe, or should we take chances and possibly have more freedom, but reveal ourselves to our enemy, and not only reveal themselves to the Cybermen, but also to the Earth people who want their gold. I mean, they've been essentially colonized in the past. Very
And they
much
forgot
like
about all the history they had with them, right? So yeah.
right, very much like Central American people who had so much gold it was worthless to them, except to make because it couldn't make anything
It's a
good.
building material.
Useless material. Yeah.
And that could
Not
be
good
why
for
they don't
weapons,
make
right?
guns out of it because it's too soft. It'll just melt as soon as you put heat.
Oh yeah,
in
no,
it.
it
Couldn't they
totally,
have made
it would
decent
totally blow
HDMI
up if you tried to
cables
make a
out
barrel
of
out of it.
Oh, they could do
You can
that.
do. You can do wiring with it, yeah, because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does transmit signals very well. Then
Yeah,
and
that.
that in the body doesn't reject it, so it's okay for fillings and things. That's about it. Yeah.
So you have their internal conflict.
Mhm.
Then you have the Cybermen who are being lured essentially to Nerva Beacon
That's a good word.
by a guy who's playing. He's a double agent.
Yes. He was the
who's
bad
playing-
guy at the first episode of Blake, Brian. The guy who followed Blake down to the tunnels and whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, we don't like him.
we don't like him at all.
Yeah, we don't like him, but yeah.
He's got a good face for a traitor.
Speaks very well.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
They should never have let him on board. They should
Very
have looked at him and
blonde,
went,
I
"No, I
thought.
don't think so."
Very blonde.
Yes, very blonde.
The traitor who's.
I mean, I'll
not
be
a
honest
traitor to
with you.
these guys, he's a
When
traitor to those guys, he's-
that he gets out the transmitter device, which I
Oh,
thought
that's
I thought
great.
that was a wonder. I mean, the props looked a bit clunky, but they worked. I was expecting, considering the state of his follicles, there to be some hair in the hairbrush.
Yeah,
going
right?
to be
That would have been
honest.
cool. They could have had him stand on like one of those, what's he called? It's the round thing, the damn
I'm sorry, something came off my microphone.
That's all right, man.
Bugger.
It's all right.
what's his name?
Sorry, Spanky, I got distracted by O'Brien.
Yeah, I know. No, what's that
I-
round
I'm
thing you
good
put your
at
hand
that.
on? It's God. The Tesla coil. God. Ugh.
Tesla coils are cool.
Yeah.
Well, hot.
If they'd had that actor stand on a Tesla coil while he was fiddling with that, it would have been great because his hair would have been poof and it would have been so cool
Um,
and awesome.
Why
When
not
he-
just a Van de Graaff generator?
when he's
That
taken
would've been
apart
cool,
his little
too.
thing,
Probably wouldn't have electrocuted him then.
all I could
Maybe.
think about was the what's the stupid name of the show with Agent 99 where his shoe
Oh,
was
Get
his
Smart.
phone?
Smart.
Get smart.
That's
Get
it.
Smart.
Yeah.
Get smart. That's what I thought of the whole
That's
time. But it was
essentially
a good crop.
Inspector Gadget, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or the other way round.
Hmm.
Hey, yeah. I love.
Would
the
you
Inspector.
excuse me a moment? I've got. Keep the conversation going, please, guys. But there's something going on out there with my animals. I'm hearing growling and.
Is this everybody's got something going on in the back?
Is it
'Cause I
another
haven't-
half of a mouse?
We're gonna find
Half a
out.
mouse?
At least
Maybe
this
it's
wasn't
the
a
other
pigeon
half.
last time. I'll be back in a moment.
The other
You keep
half
going.
would be good, right? Then you
Yeah.
could, get some closure, or at least a piece of
Yeah, there's
tape.
a puzzle piece.
Attempt some home taxonomy.
I'm all
here.
for
That's
it.
a fun hobbit. Yeah, hobby. I mean, it's okay.
So you
then.
have the Cybermen being lured. You
Hmm.
have the Vogons internally fighting. You have the people on the spaceship who are mourning the loss of their friends and their crew, and
Mhm.
God bless them, determined to stick it out to the end for the safety of space travelers.
Mhm.
With
Their
the
whole little
understanding,
internets and war in there and all. Yeah.
yeah, they're holding the front, and with great courage. Those guys show great courage through this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Yes.
And you've got these three entities, and then the Cybermen who are ripe to be lured to places because they just have the biggest ego
Oh yeah.
ever. And don't think that anybody could possibly get one over on them.
Mhm.
Let alone have set a trap for them.
Yep.
And all of this collides, and then the Doctor ends up in the middle.
Well, that's usually where he's at.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. Ba, 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 ba. It was real.
I was just thinking that too.
Yeah, right. I couldn't help it. It just popped right out. Just like,
The kettle,
That's too
the
funny.
kettle accidentally got turned on.
Oh dear.
It's a terrible fate.
I hear
That's
my
Mike,
mom
one of
in
my
the
cats
kitchen. I
bullying the
think
other
she's
one.
cooking. Can y'all excuse me
Yes,
for
of
just
course
a
we will.
minute?
Sure.
I'll be.
As you may have gathered, people, we're all going through bits and pieces at the moment. Everyone's having a bad time. We give our love to Retta and Brent, and hope it's all okay. Yeah, people are having problems. It's a bit sad. Whilst we're waiting for, the kettle to boil, next Saturday at the Quad in Derby, Novel Experiences, where a lot of new adventures and missing adventures and Eighth Doctor books and past Doctor book authors are turning up. And they're going to be quizzed. I'm doing some of the quizzing. Hello. I'm also cosplaying, but you'll never... Lilibet knows what I'm cosplaying as, but you'll never guess. Not in a million years.
Princess Diana.
No.
Damn. So close.
Excuse me.
It was worth a shot.
But if you can, I know there's a rail strike because it's screwed a couple of the guests. But if you can make it, please do. It's going to be a small one, so you're not going to feel too crushed. Yeah, that's next Saturday. Novel Experiences. The Quad in Derby. Great little venue. Right. I am going to make a cup of hot chocolate. I know, right?
How
this
could
is,
you?
This is how we roll here. This is how we
Well,
roll.
the kettle was on anyway, right?
I
Right,
accidentally
yeah,
put
okay.
it on whilst I was trying to get to the cats. It was. I had to fill it up to make sure it was all right, but I'll just go and make magic coffee.
You have to test it out. I mean, just to make sure.
Oh, I
The
thought the
cats
cat.
may have done something nefarious.
I thought maybe the cats had turned it on. They wanted tea.
The cats may have turned it on for nefarious purposes, but luckily she caught them ahead of time before they could
Mhm.
enact their plot to destroy all dogdom.
Or possibly just to cook the mouse.
Ooh. That could be where the other half of the mouse is.
Ugh.
Kind of like a ramen cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Not for her. No.
No.
No, that doesn't. For us, it's going to be hilarious. But that's right, viewers. We are down for this, as the youth say.
I do tend to say things like, "All right, people, yo yo yo, I am all that in a bag of chips."
Oh,
on
God.
on purpose.
Okay.
On
Okay,
purpose.
Christ
alright,
is averted. Woo.
Woohoo!
Literally.
In order to amuse them and make them very cringy, which amuses me.
You
But
have
I've
to
got-
have a cringe there.
I've got
every
2
once in
more
a while.
days with my kids, Monday and Thursday, because there's testing in between, and then my seniors are out of here.
I'm annoyed.
And I bet they're running for the wall for the
Oh,
door
they are.
already.
Why are you annoyed?
Do they get to bring games and toys in? Well, I was planning an easy day tomorrow, not going out anywhere. It's going to be raining, so, I'm almost out of hot chocolate. I've got to.
No, not hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, Brian?
Could you send one of the dogs to the shops with a note?
I only have the one dog, and the answer would be not a hope in hell. Anyway, what were you talking about? I have no idea. I wasn't here.
Well,
We were talking about you.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. I approve.
I theorized that perhaps one of the cats had turned on the kettle.
No, Chestnut.
The other half of the mouse.
I have my
Chestnut
usual foot.
was being a bully boy.
protector, that's-
Oh, little itchy bum.
That's what's going on at my feet. I can't. Well, here's my partner in crime as well. But yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
stop,
I'm
won't stop.
just remembering the comments we used to get on iTunes complaining about the cats and the dog. It used to crack me up. I was going, sorry, you don't pay for this. You know?
Right.
It's,
This is currently free.
yeah,
It's free, so.
That's
shut
why
up and
we're
like
so
it,
shit.
That's it.
quite frankly. Plus, I really can't be asked nowadays. I'd rather spend a couple of hours with my mates having a
Okay,
chat
right.
and a laugh.
Exactly. Fuck around with my friends and play with my dog or my wolf.
Make
or my
sure you
cat
get
or
that the right way
whatever
around.
I've got to play with, and then bugger 'em.
You'll go blind.
The
Right.
general public is welcome to observe, comment, and such, but don't expect us to take you seriously if you're negative. We don't care.
It's a bit like Sinister. He's got a new book coming out. World's Bestest
Yes,
Poet,
I
Volume
saw it.
2.
He has another
Two.
101.
Yes.
Second poetry book? Good
Yep.
God.
Oh,
That
he's
man is
been doing one a
prolific.
day. And so that's coming out.
The world's bestest poet.
There'll be a
So
paperback
in a year's
version at some
time,
stage
he's
with my
going to have
forward in
another.
it.
So by
Yeah.
the end of the year, he's going to have a third book coming.
I wouldn't be at all surprised unless he decides, no, that's
At the
the
very
joke
least.
done now. Because remember, he knows, well, he thinks he's utterly crap.
He's actually
so-
kind of good.
He's actually
that's
very
the
good. As a matter
problem.
of
Yes,
fact, he's
but
just,
he doesn't think
he's
so.
deliberately, doing it tongue in
and
cheek.
It's so he laughs when people slag him off, and then he puts them on the website as testimonials.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I like that.
It's
Yeah.
also got a photo of me on there now. Reading the book.
good.
Reading the book while sat
Is it
on the
now?
toilet.
Is it new haircut? Old haircut? What?
It's
How-
new haircut.
what
Apparently,
is
I look like Alan Bennett, according to the new boy. So,
it? Alan Bennett. I was gonna go more Dave Allen, but okay.
damn pixies. Right now,
Or Benny Hill when he was a little younger. Yeah.
Spanky, did you get a chance to watch Doctor Who and the Revenge of the Cybermen?
I did.
Holy flaming fucking cow! Spanky, please.
I'm not a flaming cow. I'm a flaming carrot.
I thought you were a flaming sausage.
That too. It's a sausage with a carrot inside of it.
Oh,
Part way.
Carrots. Anyway, would
Shred
you
it
like
up,
to
mix in.
give us your thoughts?
We were already talking about that. I'm sorry you missed it.
Well, yes, and I'm feeling a lot better for it. Do you want to say a few things about this?
I think I already didn't. Did I not?
They weren't
I
listening.
liked the most. The kicking over the chessboard, that was lovely.
Yeah.
What else was there? The gold again. The whole Cyberman allergy to gold thing. I don't know why. It just bugs the shit out of me. These things are
it's
practically immune
ridiculous.
to all known weaponry, but you poof a little bit of gold at them, they are like
It
an
used
arrow?
to make
Come on.
sense. Radiation, they were terrified of radiation. And then
Oh, yeah.
gravity
Okay.
was another one they
Just
had
like the-
problems with.
Well, that's because
Really?
they were on that
Gravity?
big long spaceship.
Yes,
for hundreds of years.
Well, they had the
in,
giant
in the
monsters
moon base,
the
which
levels,
we've
yeah,
mentioned,
okay.
which actually...
Gravity.
Hey, there we go. We'll do a Troughton next week.
We'll do
We
a what?
haven't done one of those in a while.
We're going to look at Doctor
Done
Who
a
and the
what?
Moon
I
Base.
didn't hear you.
Doctor Who and the Moon Base, dear, season 4.
I thought we saw that. Didn't we do that a little while ago? No? Am I wrong? Didn't we watch that?
Why are you asking me?
I expect somebody's
No, I
brain to
don't
work.
remember
These
what's
eggs are
going-
scrambled. You
I mean,
cannot
Brian's got an excuse
no,
this
we
week.
did the Space Museum. That was the Space
It's the
Museum.
one, yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're looking at the Moon Base next
My
week,
brain
season
Okay.
4.
Moon Base.
Early Troughton.
I have something to keep track of this.
2
Okay.
episodes
I'll post it all
of
in a minute.
which are animated. So,
Oh, right. Yeah, because they had the audio, but they couldn't get the video or something, and they
we are,
yeah,
I mean,
okay.
we turn around and we complain that so
Awesome.
many episodes are missing, but we're bloody lucky. We've got all the soundtracks.
I wonder, yeah, since they have the soundtracks, I wonder if we could get some real push to go and just animate everything that hasn't a soundtrack but no video.
Well,
Wouldn't that be
Spanx,
cool?
they've been doing that. There's been an ongoing
Have they?
program of it. However,
I
it's
heard that
not
there was. I didn't know how
funded.
successful it was.
It wasn't funded properly, and since the Disney merger, it's been stopped.
Oh, that's right. There was
I
a
have
However,
merger, no
small-
wonder.
Hopefully, Disney
You said
might know
season 4,
something about
correct?
animation.
You said season 4, correct?
Yes, please.
It's not on
Hey,
BritBox.
so-
Well, season 4.
season 4.
No, season 4 only has the Power of the Daleks.
Oh, I thought it was
That
on there. I saw
sounds
one
like
had
that might
animated
be a
episodes on our website.
special
I'll find it.
version.
Hang on a
Do you mind
second.
if I look at
It's
Al?
the animated. It's the rotoscope.
That's the only one it could be.
Yeah.
It's not rotoscope either. It's the
it's
Moon Base is
animated.
rotoscope.
The Moon Base is not in season 4.
Where is it then? If it's not a season 4.
Another one, yeah. Hang on a second.
That's a good.
Uh,
This is going to annoy me if this is wrong.
Oh, you know what? I said that line about chess was in this, and it wasn't. It's a 12th Doctor line.
Oh, thank you very much. You've no idea what you were doing to my head.
there you
I'm
go.
sorry. I
And
was
now I
watching
done
12th. It's
busted
in
on it for
Smile.
backing it up.
It's in Smile.
That's okay. New Boy was spinning over, yelling at the computer.
Say that in one of those. He's like,
one.
I just
Um,
kicked the thing over.
Yeah, but it's. I was watching Smile with the kids at school, and I
Yeah, but-
must have made a note. But I
Yeah, but
think
there is a Doctor Who episode where he says that, right? I had my special moves, I kicked the table over or something, but
Yeah,
it might not be the Doctor that says it, it's somebody else.
but he does
Oh,
say
fuck
it.
me.
He says it in Smile. Okay, so what are we
Yeah.
looking for? The Moon
Okay,
Base?
so,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, Des is on there.
Base is,
Scary program.
Season 6.
Okay, I cannot actually see Doctor Who.
February,
on here.
March 1967.
How very strange. Let's do a search. Classic Doctor Who.
Second, I can't be.
There we go. I need to go this way.
6 is half missing. It's the 6th serial, the 4th season. Oh, that's what it says. The 6th season,
It's there somewhere.
the 6th story of season 4. Let's find out. Let me look at BritBox.
Okay, Brian.
Yeah, it's not there.
It's not
Okay.
in BritBox.
It is
Really?
in. No, it isn't. It's basically all about animated stories.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No, the Moon Base is there. Okay.
Where are you?
Can you
There, I've
VPN
seen
it and go to
I'm
BritBox
looking
UK?
at it. All we got is Power of the Daleks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
And then it jumps to Tomb of the Cybermen.
No, according to
Then it
this,
jumps to
it's
season
then
5
Underwater
and
Menace.
Tomb of the Cybermen. Yeah.
Okay, so we got
Same,
we got a difference
Picking
of
it up, picking it up, picking it up.
UK and American.
yeah.
BritBox.
How are we going to solve this? Because this is going to be a
Oh,
problem for us
wow,
in the
it's
future.
dope.
We
Opens up
can't
for
use
me,
a
it shows-
TARDIS to solve it because it does.
They don't
the
exist. Yeah.
Logins don't match.
Power of
with
the
no
Daleks,
crossover.
Power of the Daleks, Power of the Daleks. We're looking for Moonbase. It only has Power of the Daleks?
This is
Yeah.
strange.
And then
Damn.
it jumps to episode 8.
Yeah, I see it goes. Yeah, because all I see, right, is those. It's just at 9 through 14. Damn.
Yep.
Oh, no,
Okay,
wait.
what are the
Second, let me
titles of those?
I'm sorry. Episode 9, Power of the Daleks. Episode 10. Episode 11, yeah. 12, 13, and 14.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Come on,
I've
Ginger.
got- I'm looking to see if I have it.
Brian, I wonder if you could do the honours for us, please.
Somewhere.
Of what?
Jumping and finding, and I can't do it, you see.
Classic Who is really hard to find.
Yeah.
Please be gentle
Unfortunately.
with this Who of mine. Hang
Okay,
on.
I've got the Lost in Time box set that has episodes 2 and 4 on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the animated thing. What the fuck am I looking for?
And I have the soundtrack, I think. So I think I've got the audio.
I mean, we could
Interesting.
still do Logopolis.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's
Never
on
do
Daily Motion, maybe.
Logopolis.
Hang on.
Oh, well, it's probably, yes, it's on Daily Emotion. It's just I find Daily Emotion incredibly annoying to...
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't do
think
it.
Daily
Yeah,
Motion.
I've got the audio.
I'm sorry, Peach. I did not mean to step on you, buddy. My bad.
How easy is it for you?
There's a moon base. Party 4, 6.
Okay, this is a bit strange.
Revolution of the Daleks. Is this all of it, or is this? Nope, that's one episode.
I've got the DVD. The
Which do you know? Which
DVD.
ones is it? Like it's Sorry, give me 1 second. It's 4, 5, 6, and 7 or something, or is it 1 through 4? Or
you mean
oh no, it's season 4, episode 6. Is it 6 through 10, or does anybody know what numbers? So I know how to look for it on here.
I don't, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm trying to find Adam's server.
episodes?
here we go.
Episodes 2 and 4 exist. So I've got the.
Yeah. Very cool. Moonbase official animation. There we go.
That's episodes 2 and episode 4.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought, right? Okay, so. Oh,
Going to
this
the House of
is says
Ignore
it's
this week.
episode 3 or part 3 of something.
Yeah, they're probably. in
Ice
10
Warriors
minute
official
chunks.
thing.
Okay, shall we sort this
Uh,
out after the
Oh,
actual
this is
show?
a 27-minute one, yeah.
We can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to pick
Let's
a
work
different
this
one
out
there,
and
Siobhan?
not show people the behind the curtain too much.
Exactly, because
Hey!
there's honestly nothing but my hairy ass legs and some scar tissue and a really, really, really unfortunate tattoo. So
Right. Okay. Currently on the stream, I am showing pictures of a homemade Mark II Gilbert Mackenzie Trench police box. Full size.
Yes, I see it.
And next year, Auntie's going to get one of those
That's
Apparently on the
exciting.
stream.
For
are you
your
doing that?
garden.
for my garden.
Nice.
And 'cause
Well,
I'm-
you-
I can't put it in
Well,
here.
so-
It's going to be
or
bad
just
enough
walk-
getting a Dalek.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I've got too many options, as I've said. Right. Okay. So we'll be looking at a Doctor Who next week.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry, people.
We will figure it out.
No
We'll
big
figure
finish.
something out for you.
No big finish. Next week's big
The
finish.
future historians will figure it out. Yeah.
Next week's big
Next week
finish
is-
is Once and Future, Past Lives. This is the start of Big Finish's 60th anniversary story. It's in 8 parts.
Oh God, they're going to be publishing to kill us again, aren't they?
No,
Once in
it's one a
called
month.
Once in future what?
It's one a month. Past Lives. I will send you the
Uh-huh.
link.
One a month with
Cool,
what
thank you.
else?
Well, one a month of that, and then the usual nonsense around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, when you say they're trying to kill us, you don't listen to them anymore.
I know.
Okay, where's that TARDIS thing you were talking about, Siobhan? I want to see it. Was that on?
That was
Where
on
did
the,
you put that?
That was on the stream, love.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
dang it, I missed it. Link it
You
to me,
can
will
link
you?
it later.
Yes, that's on. That's all. That's cool. Okay. So, are we going to skip the Doctor Who or get a different one or something? I missed that.
Okay,
That piece of
we will.
information.
We'll try and sort something out after the show.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
No,
We'll
I'm
be
just
doing a
taking notes
Doctor Who
so I
of
can
some
post it
kind.
later.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Right. Yeah, cool.
There's a possibility. I told you there was a possibility of a new Hartnell thing, didn't I, for the 60th?
Yes.
Okay, don't know how that's going to go yet. It's up in the air. Okay, right. All we got left to talk about is Callan. And I'm not even sure we've watched the same episode of this. Spanky,
Yes, ma'am.
in Callan, did him and Lonely start off doing a job, turning over a place and taking photographs and whatever?
Yes.
Thank God it's the same episode.
That's the contract.
Right, so Callan and Lonely have broken into a rather nice house. And it's fascinating to watch because you can tell they are a well-practiced team. Which must, there was a lot of rehearsal involved in this, obviously, as well. But it just shows, again, the relationship between Callan and Lonely. Unfortunately, they get nicked because of something Lonely did. He couldn't help himself. They're supposed to be doing a spy job, taking photographs of documents, and Lonely couldn't help himself, and he stole a one-off trophy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got caught. They found it. Suddenly him and Callan are down the police station. Not for very long, because Callan has to basically explain, you're going to need to phone this
Hunter.
number, ask to talk to Mr. Hunter, and he'll explain it to you. That
The special
impresses
branch.
Lonely. That really impresses Lonely. Lonely, I think, has finally sussed what is going on. At long last. He used to just think that Callan was a hitman, a heavy. Now he knows better. And we'll see a bit more of that in shows to come.
Hang on. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right, my love. So so we've got this, but at the same time, it's alerted various people to the fact that, well, the guy that they were robbing is a university bloke, but he's going to sell secrets for give secrets for an advanced radar.
He's one of those idealists.
Yes, he's an idealist. He thinks that it should be parity on both sides. Whereas we all know either never give a sucker an even break, or fair fights are for losers.
Exactly.
So that starts to get hotted up. The university bloke who's handing over this stuff doesn't realise that the guy's actually a bit of a major in the KGB and whatever. And the ending is pretty normal for Callan. Callan shoots the bad guy. So, Spanks.
Yes, ma'am. I like this. You get to see there's a moment when he and Lonely are sort of looking at each other and they're talking, and he's about to beat him up again, and he's like, and Lonely kind of stands up to him and bitches about it and stuff, even though Lonely screwed up. But in the moment when they're standing there and the way they're framed, that's Laurel and Hardy, that's Burns and Allen, that is every
Ferguson
comedy
and
duo.
Jeff.
That is Fry and Laurie. I mean, that's everybody, right? That's everyone from the dawn of time that ever did a straight man comedy act, right? And that's just, it was so classic. And it doesn't even have to be comedy because you can use it in so many different situations, right?
Did we do Robots of
And
Death recently?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think so.
A little bit right, no.
Yeah.
Because
No, not recently. Not within the last year.
I would like to do it soon because it's got Russell Hunter, the guy who plays Lonely.
Well, now we know what we're doing next
Oh,
week.
now I'm gonna do it next. All right. So Robot to Death. Cool.
Please do not throw hands at me. Okay. I heard a cry. Seriously, I included that in the Doctor Who fan service, and this lot, it's the responses. They didn't know you had. I heard a cry. I heard a cry. I heard a cry. I heard a cry. Sorry, that was me. That was me. And then it goes on to thanks be to Ty. Anyway, new hat day. Okay.
This goes a lot of places because it's building on things that were happening and I never wanted the job and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And it's been building over the whole season. Actually, you see things really are, and without hindsight, honestly, it's kind of hard to see how fast everything is moving. But when what's his name, Cross dies, honestly, that's like the brakes are gone on the train, the elevator cable is snapped, and the ending that's coming is just coming fast and hard, and
I also think it's an ending that has been worked for and is deserved.
Oh, so
we'll get there. We're nearly there. Right. We'll get there.
And the 2-part ending, and it's a 2-parter, so
3-parter.
Basically, yeah. Actually, that's true. Yeah.
And we're not doing the wet job.
It's going to be, yeah. And then it culminates in the wet job.
No, we're not watching the wet job. I don't want you ruined.
What was that other thing you wanted to do? You said
it was the movie as well.
Was it a Callan movie or something else?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
They remade Edge of Darkness with Mel Gibson or something.
They did. Yeah. It was horrific.
No.
Oh, was it? Okay,
yeah,
good to know.
No. Not a patch on this. Yeah, I've got to admit, it was a bit of a stretch. There's something very specifically mid-80s paranoia about Edge of Darkness.
I'm sure.
Anyway. So that was Callan. Hey, guys, I'm a bit disappointed here. There's 4 of us. We've only been going for 1 hour 22.
Oh, well. We've had a rant. We've had several rants.
It's several rants, as a matter of fact, yes.
Who would like some cat's ass?
Oh,
I think I'll save that for the OnlyFans.
Uh-huh. Yes,
You've got to tease people and bring them in.
People are talking. You need new content. You take a couple more shots.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
With the new do and the cat's ass.
The only problem is he's so dark you can't see it. And
well, he's going for that remake
Cat of
Attack
Mystery.
the Block.
Yes. He's Cat of Mystery. He's enigmatic, or is he? Hello, what do you want? Oh, you want love. Oh dear. What a terrible thing. You can't be seen.
Next, I will punish you for what you did.
I'm just going to say that last night's RPG has 17 views on Twitch alone.
That's good.
Wow.
How soon before it's coming out? That's Thaco Gaming.
Amazing.
Oh, by the way, one slight problem. If you type Thaco Gaming into a search engine, YouTube or Google or whatever, we don't come straight up.
No. Thaco Gaming tends to be a popular term.
But, yes.
Thaco Gaming, yes, is ridiculous.
Like I say, it bloody killed me, but I enjoyed it.
We need a better way to do that, right?
Base.
The CHAC0, yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight we were doing the carrier, right? Yes. Not the contract, right? Right? Yes, isn't that what I said?
I don't know.
Next week is the contract?
I don't know, Spanx.
Yes, next week's the contract.
Okay.
God almighty.
There you have
Tonight is the carrier, just remember that. Good Lord. Because this is the one about stealing the secret documents from the scientists, some except they don't really, and then there's a lesson to be learned for an idealist, which is always fun. Yes, make sure I got that right. The carrier, then the contract. Yes. Okay, cool. Because the Callan episodes, unfortunately, are so easy to get confused because, unfortunately, many people
on a different order on YouTube than they are.
Exactly. And it's difficult to sort that out. Sometimes there are lovely, lovely home audience, now of 17 people.
No, that's the wrong show. His show is beating ours.
Oh, come on. It's all one. We're all on the same things all together. Just watch that, watch this.
No. This is the Flashing Blade podcast, except no substitutes.
This is the Flashing Blade, but members of the
You have far more subscribers or followers than I do on Twitch.
I'm just saying. It's not a competition.
Yeah,
it's
but I've been going a
please
lot longer.
everybody watch it all and
Oh,
support
I
our
know
lovely
it's not a
Siobhan and our lovely
competition.
Brian.
I think it's quite funny.
It's not a competition.
Dark
We can
Knight
make
number
it a
6.
competition, but it's not a competition.
Oh God, I'm sorry I opened that door. I apologize. That
You're
was
not
my
gonna
fault.
make it
right?
a
I don't want to make it a competition. I'm quite happy.
dear.
Thank you.
Darkness, Callan. Oh, Doctor Who. Let me see. What are we doing for Doctor Who? Robots of Death.
Besides, we have vastly different things going on our channels.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no. Don't worry. Like I say,
So
I haven't got a
Robots
problem
of
with
Death
it
was
at
the
all. I think
14th
it's quite
season?
funny.
Yeah.
I've no idea what's next. I don't care. I'll find it.
Holy shit!
What's the
Robots.
matter?
I like that. Robots of Death sounds good.
The
Robots of
episode
Death is a
before-
classic.
On YouTube.
14.
The episode before this
Yeah.
has 38 views.
Brilliant.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
They like us.
38 people out of 7 billion.
With only 10 subscribers.
The thing is, you need to go through the analytics now and find out how long they're watching for.
Doctor Who.
That's
don't-
one of the things I don't look at because it might scare me.
I don't look at that. I don't.
You don't look
care.
at what?
Seeing how long
They're
people
watching
actually
it.
watch for. You can tell
I
on
couldn't understand what you said.
when people are watching Thaco Gaming on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
Brian can find out how long they're actually watching for.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
If I so want to.
I wouldn't. You'll cry.
I don't need
Well, I mean,
to
are you
go-
getting people who zip in, watch for a minute, and go on, or are they
Yeah,
actually
that's
enjoying it? or-
the
I don't
whole
know.
point.
I
We
get
don't know, and we're not going to find out.
Yeah. No,
We're
you
not
know.
going to look at those. We're just going
That's
to keep
cool.
putting up our game, putting it online, and
Exactly.
When you
Robots
said
of Death
Mercer
is
last night,
14 episode 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had visions of I can't remember the name of the guy turning up. You know the Gilberts,
14,
the shop.
17
oh
through...
yeah, Glorious Goods.
Yeah, I thought that might be
17
a
through
link
20.
there, but I thought he might just
No.
turn up anywhere. Basically,
No. There's a whole nother
right.
Easter egg with that one.
Okay. What are you doing, Spanky? Apart from a lot of talking.
I'm sorry. And mostly it's to myself. I apologize. I'm trying to make the list up so I can put it in general and give a clear accounting of what we're watching this coming week. So, Doctor Who Robots of Death,
Dude,
which is season
Dude,
14,
it
episode
doesn't
17
matter
to
how
20.
much you do, we'll still fuck it up.
I know, but at least if I do this, then hopefully I won't fuck it up. The rest of you can fuck it up all you want, but this is purely to
I
save
see
my
his
own ass.
point. If he types it out, he'll remember it more. And that was a cat's ass just going right past.
There we
And
go,
for
Cat.
free, I want you
Yay.
to know.
Each, you're really gonna have to step up and start showing that wolf ass, buddy. Okay? I don't mean like in some kind of figurative way. I mean turn around and flash the old back door. Okay? Good boy. And make sure you show that booty.
Remember
You
to
gotta get
lick
on the OnlyFans,
inappropriate
okay?
spots
Start
on
earning.
camera.
Just saying. That's right. Okay, no prima donnas here. Everybody's got to contribute. Let's see. Season 4, episode 10 is the next one for Callan. Episode 10. The contract. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Dude. Inner
I love
versus
this
inner
final season
versus outer monologue.
Hmm. Oh, sorry, yeah.
That's all right.
No, I
Can't be
just
helped.
love when the Callan rolls up in the final season. You get to see him interacting with like criminals and things instead of spies and whatnot in the bureaucracy, where like you do as an intelligence agent in the world doing hinky things have to roll up on mafia or whatever, or all that, and so the way he handles it is just always awesome. It's just
Well,
It's
normally
cool.
with a gun.
he's a hard man, and these guys think they're hard, but this is a professional, trained government bastard, type 1 each. And while these guys are perfectly lovely bastards, honestly, they're amateur bastards. He's a pro, It's cool, but that's like your high school football team suddenly wants to play, the New York Jets or something, or the Skins or the Packers or whoever, and you're going to get mulched.
I'm assuming those words were
Nope.
attached to some
Welcome
form
back.
of meaning.
Hey, sorry guys, it was my mom. Nothing's
You're
wrong.
cool.
She just called to chat, but
That's a good
you
thing.
know, yeah, she
It's
said.
your mom.
say-
You got to chat with your mom.
Oh, I do have a
Exactly.
piece of news.
And she said, "Tell everybody she says hi."
Thank you.
Hello. Very nice. Please tell your moms we said hi
Mrs.
back,
Peloso.
And that we
I
think
will.
she's perfectly lovely.
I remembered your maiden name.
You did.
Right.
Hi, Lilibet's mom.
Right, now,
Okay, that
we
did
got a
that.
letter. Not the show.
A letter?
We got a letter which
Okay.
looks suspiciously as though it was written on a typewriter.
Ah,
It was sent to my sister from the solicitors.
Oh,
Forwarded on.
interesting.
It was from the parish of St Helier. Now, Jersey is an island where I come from, just off the coast of France. It's split into 12 parishes. You've got St Wallens, St Peter's, St Helier, St Lawrence, St Saviour's, Trinity, St John, etc. St Helier is the town, the town hall. It's the main parish. It's the not rural, the opposite of rural.
Urban.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the urbanity part of it's been turned into just one giant cafe now, which is great
it works
as far
like
as I'm
Louisiana,
concerned.
right? Yeah.
Anyway,
Terraces and things.
so my dad, as some might know, was a master electrician, and he worked for the JEC, Jersey Electricity Company, for donkey's years, man and boy. In fact, I saw the letter. I think I mentioned it. I saw the letter inviting him, well, to my grandpa, telling my grandpa that they were prepared to give his son a job, and these were the arrangements, and this, that, and the. It was beautiful. It was that far long ago. But when he retired, he also took on the job of being a rates officer.
A rape officer? What?
Rates.
Rate. Oh, sorry. Damn. Must something wrong with my ears.
You sure you're not involved with the Met Police?
Turned all my hearing out.
So
Please
And
continue. I apologize.
he was basically, they were the ones who tried to make each person's bill fair and accurate. And he did that for a good few years. Well, the letter basically said
Awesome.
that they're very sorry to hear of his loss. Our loss. And they're holding a memorial service for Dad and a couple of others in St Helier. And they're unveiling a plaque to him.
Oh, that's nice.
Lovely.
Very nice. Yeah.
That's really
It's wonderful.
nice.
I'm
That's
so
very cool.
proud. So proud of him.
Mhm.
I can't go,
That's great.
which is a shame. I'd love to, but I just don't have the money. Next year,
Mm-hmm.
whole different kettle of ball games, but not at the moment.
You can go
But my
see it.
sister
Yeah.
will be over, and maybe my nephew. My sister-in-law, and possibly some of Dad's friends. So he's going to be represented there. And
That's good.
It could have knocked me down with a feather when I read that.
Please.
And then I got used to the idea of the fact they've only got typewriters. Lilibet, Mike, back up, please. Thank you very
There we
much. Thank you. I don't know why I did that. I think we're out of things. What are you doing next week, Lilibet?
I got 2 more days with my seniors, Monday
Yes.
and Thursday,
Yes.
and then testing in between.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday is their senior parade. They come in, they decorate their cars, we play music, they drive around the field, we hand them graduation stuff.
I'm terribly sorry. I don't approve of that. Think of the pollution.
They have a lovely time.
Think of the pollution. It's my planet as well.
Yes, they would have driven to school anyway.
Ban them. Ban them.
Ban what?
Kids, basically.
No, I
Right,
love
full stop.
Yeah, that's
children.
You
Are
cut-
nice.
cut-
just
to the-
teenagers, right?
And teenagers.
No,
I
I
think-
like teenagers. I like teenagers. There's some older
Lord
people.
of the Flies. Brilliant instruction manual.
Lord
older
of the
people, some
Flies.
younger
I've already
people,
told
yeah.
you this.
I know.
When people actually did end up on an island by themselves, they all cooperated and worked together and helped each other.
They weren't kids.
It was a
from
nice
public school.
society.
Yes, it was that Lord of the Flies is just someone with a it was a reaction to all those boys' own adventure
You
pieces
badly
of literature.
wanted to say
yeah.
he was a dick. Admit it.
No.
You know,
I just think he has a real
someone with a
negative
dim
view of humanity.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Right there,
Humanity recently?
Well, yes, but the young
Yeah.
humans I generally like. I mean, they make
I have a
foolish-
lot of
They
hope for
make
young humans.
noises.
They do. That's
Doesn't
their
matter.
nature. And
Loud
their brains are-
honestly, they're
noises.
scattered.
right next
They
to me
worship
when I'm
their
trying to
cell
have a
phones,
quiet
they're
cup
idiots,
of coffee.
But
While young humans
there's
are
still hope for them.
wonderful people, or burgeoning people, some of them
That
can
too.
be assholes.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah.
people
This
can
is
be
true.
assholes.
Most of them are
fair.
assholes,
Yeah.
but still, there is still hope for them.
Their brains
young.
aren't finished
They
yet.
can grow.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're still cooking.
There
They're
is
not
still
finished
hope
yet.
for them. They're in the American school
There's
If we
lots-
system.
set enough good
They
examples,
may not
maybe
survive
they'll
it.
turn out okay.
Sorry, a little bit of
so-
politics.
So so there's that, and then that's saying goodbye to these children who actually have been really lovely and really supportive
Yes,
and very
have.
kind all year. They've been
have.
really
Excellent.
Brilliant.
I have this beautiful stack of cards that they made me in November. And
Aw.
one of my co-teachers who comes into the class, because the class has a lot of students with special needs. And so I have a co-teacher several periods that period. Or several times throughout the week on that period. And she helped them. She didn't tell them what to write or anything, but she guided them into making them and then sent them all to me. And it's just this beautiful. They're good human beings, this group.
Nice.
That must have hit hard, to be fair.
It did. It did. I boo-hooed real big. But
At least you didn't poo-poo.
they're flying into their adult lives.
flies the coop.
They have
Okay,
a few weeks
here-
before graduation.
Here's some things they need to know:
Oh dear.
how to apply for jobs,
Mm-hmm.
how to pay taxes, how to apply for a car loan, student loan, things
Yep.
like that.
We did well. They've already done student loans because at this point, if
Gotta
they're
pick
intending on
college
going to
classes.
school, they've already got them.
We could have done with this sort of advice when I was a kid.
They
Balance a
most
checkbook,
of them
yeah.
most of them already have jobs.
Excellent.
Because
Very
they're
cool. Wow,
17,
yeah.
18 years old. Most
You
of them
never
are
can
working.
tell. You never can tell.
But I did do, and I will do it earlier next year. But life this year.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do a beginning of the year unit, and I did an end of the year unit with them this year, where they gave me on sticky notes things that they wanted to know about life after graduation, skills,
Yeah,
things,
that's a
and
good
then I
idea.
made up a document with links to articles about all those kinds of things, like why do we file taxes and how do you do it, and
Yeah.
what do you
Excellent.
look for
Basic
in an
survival
apartment?
skills.
Yeah, but even things like how to make your own doctor's appointments
Yeah.
Oh wow.
and
yes.
what to say.
How to find a doctor.
How to find a doctor, a dentist. Yeah, all that. Right.
How do you do that? And so I'm going to take more ideas from them again at the beginning of the year, and run this again in a longer form, because I kind of ran out of time with this group.
Understandably.
And just really make this a beginning of the year, maybe sort of September, October kind of unit, where we work on life skills. But every in every math class that they have, or that's not accurate.
It's
It is
maths.
in one of their required math classes. There's some music playing. My neighbors have some music playing.
Is this
a
why you're
financial-
dropping the S off the word maths?
No,
We never
because-
had the S on the word.
it's math.
We don't do
It's
the S.
mathematics.
Right.
Mathematics.
When you shorten a word,
it becomes maths, not math.
Math is not plural.
When you shorten a word, you
Mathematics
don't take
are. And it's
Yes,
just the
yes.
shortening of that.
Okay, but when you shorten a word, you don't take a letter from the end of the word, leave out a whole chunk, and move the last letter.
You do when it's
That's right.
basically saying this is a plural.
You know why they did
You
that?
don't.
No.
Because it
Deer
costs
is
10
plural. You didn't say
cents
deer.
a letter. So they dropped the middle and moved the S over to save money. True story. That's why our color, COLOR, is not your color, COLOUR. Same with armor. They dropped the letter because it costs money.
Cheapskates. That's all I'm saying. Cheapskates.
And
So-
Talauer. Yeah.
So in their math classes, they're required to do financial literacy units. Actually, 38. I believe the current one is 38 states, but I could be wrong. It could be more now. Have required financial literacy.
You are one hell of a representative for Florida teachers.
Thank you.
Your
I do my best.
dedication just comes pouring out of the screen a little bit.
It
And your
it
dedication to the
matters.
children rather than the job per se.
Yeah,
yeah.
it matters. The kids matter. The kids are. I mean, these
That's what
are
really matters, right?
yes,
Not
these are
politics, nothing. The
people-
children.
and so many of them go through so much
I'm sure.
difficulty
I'm sure.
in their personal lives. 2 of them recently had babies and came back to graduate.
Yeah. Now that is awesome. That is cool.
That is actually really good
Stuck
that they
with it
came back
despite
to
the kid.
graduate.
Awesome. Usually that's an education ender, but you know,
Will
that's
they
the
be
3
going
things,
on
right?
further?
Well, I
Should
think
they have
one
had
is doing
sex at that
community.
age?
Well,
No.
17,
For a
18.
woman to succeed in America, she only needs to not do 3 things: don't get a drug habit, don't go to jail, don't get pregnant. And every door is open to a woman in this country. Right there,
Sorry.
that girl. No, that's true though. Go to college, you know. Don't go to jail. Don't get a drug habit. If you go to college,
Certainly
you
not
can
like
do
that over
pretty
here.
much- You have a lot of doors open to you, but I'm not saying it's easy. But you have options. But if you have a child, you have a drug problem, you get a criminal record, that slams a lot of doors in the face of women in this country. Unfortunately. So
have an
I mean, that's
excellent-
great that they powered through that.
We have an excellent local community college, which is now a state college, but it's still a community. It functions like a community college. They can just offer bachelor's degrees, and they have our local school system has aligned with them so that our graduation requirements from high school are the same as their entrance requirements.
Yeah.
So that any graduate from a Polk County public school is automatically eligible to be accepted
that's
to their
good.
school.
You're right,
Oh,
Brian.
that's beautiful.
That's
Are
very.
you, are you all right?
That
Was
is
it ace?
great.
We have
Streamlining
something
the
like that up
process.
here as well.
Right in.
Mhm.
Nice.
Brian, are you
So-
okay? Or was that ace you're fiddling with?
I'm paying my dog.
It's ace you're fiddling with. Fair enough.
okay,
Lilibet,
so
I don't know
I've
if you
just
heard
have-
it. It's
or-
Robots of Death next week.
Robots of Death. Okay, great.
Season
I love Robots
14.
of Death. Yeah. I
I
love
heard
Robots
a
of
cry.
Death.
That was me.
Please do not throw hens at
I
me.
am going to be a little bit dazed
Okay.
and confused next Sunday because I would have spent the whole day, the previous day, up in Derby for the convention. Fandom's Generation X. What could possibly
Alrighty
go
then.
wrong? Oh, mind you, not much now because
Auntie
we're too old and
Generation
decrepit
X.
to do anything.
Though somebody's going to try and hurt themselves.
We were the tough
and then
generation.
everyone will laugh.
Right.
Oh, dear.
Okay. I want to say one
Somebody's-
thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead. No. Finish a little bit. Go ahead. 'cause
Oh, I
could
was just
this
gonna
and
say.
it's not
I
no
was
more.
just gonna say that somebody's gonna forget that they're in their 50s and try and do something with a skateboard.
Yes.
I
Still fresh with the best of them. Ah, my hip!
I
My hip.
didn't
My hip.
I didn't tell you the best bit of this little bit. I'm going to wear trainers with fibre optics embedded out through them, which flash and glow and everything else like that.
Sexy.
You don't know what else I'm wearing. There will be photographs, I'm sure. It's
Well,
vile.
nothing
That's all
else
I'm
is
saying.
sexy.
It's vile.
I think that's the entirety of your clothing budget for the next 10 years right there. You're going to be naked running around in flashy trainers. All right.
They've got USB
I
charging
was looking
on them.
around for Big
Trainers.
Finish because I heard you could stream it on some services.
Spotify.
Apparently like Spotify, Deezer, and...
But it's not the new ones, love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the new stuff
SoundCloud.
doesn't
No, it's not the new one, but there are options for those of you out there listening. If you want to learn about Big Finish and all, check out Spotify, Deezer, or SoundCloud, and you can dip your toe in the pond that way and get into it, and then you can come and see what we're talking about and maybe, start buying them. Or I thought I heard that through Audible, if you have a subscription, you could stream them like the new ones or something, or get a reduced price or something. But I don't think that's the case now.
I see. I know
I don't
if you
know.
subscribe to Audible, you get a credit a month, and you can buy all
Yes.
sorts of stuff. I mean, I'm currently
do get the
listening
credit
to
a
Moon
month,
over
yes.
Soho at the moment.
I
Oh,
spend it
that's a
mostly
good
on
one.
Temple Grandin books. Although I did just finish Rivers of London.
Though I
that
do
you guys
want
were
to
talking
actually
about,
get
you know.
a proper Rivers of
It's good,
London
yeah.
collection, including the comic.
I would
books
like
and
to have that in hardback, right?
Talk
Because
to
there was so
Dean.
much going on. It was too much. I thought for an audible.
Did you say Dean?
For me, anyway.
Talk to Dean.
Yeah, I thought so. He's well. I just don't want to have a picture of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, the other thing about
That's a-
Big
yeah.
Finish
Yes.
is that it's a
feature.
lot of it in the U.S. If your library subscribes to Hoopla,
hoopla!
there's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of them on Hoopla.
Cool.
Excellent
So
advice.
Hoopla, y'all remember that?
Big
Hoopla?
Finish. You better remember this next time you're casting the first doctor after Stephen has a very
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate accident.
What's that thing that they do now too? The subscription service with all the documentaries and movies on it too. That you can get. It's like Netflix, but for documentaries and things.
There's
that
all sorts of
school
stuff like
libraries and
that.
stuff get. What's it called?
There's,
Cataract or
there's
something.
tons of stuff like that.
Possibly.
Spanky. They're
It's
all
actually-
trying to get a
it's very
subscription
good.
off you. Right.
If I can
Moving
remember the
on.
name of it, I'll mention that up.
Moving on.
Well, your public library.
Moving
sometimes has it if
on.
You're in a big enough city.
Shut up. Jesus, it's like, you know when you pull the string out and the string gets stuck? That's
There's
what
a
it's
snake
like.
in
Either
my
that
boot.
or he's on Duracell.
I was just
That's
finishing a
just-
sentence, Hooker.
I don't.
He hasn't called me that in ages.
Hello.
Hello. He hasn't called me Hooker in God knows how long. I've missed that, I think.
You're my favorite Hooker.
Yes, so I got asked to sit for a portrait.
That's cool.
Nice.
Oh. So we say
I'm a
sit.
bit
She came and
scared.
took some
What
photographs.
kind of portrait?
I don't know. I requested cubism, but she said no.
Did she
I mean, is
paint
it,
you like
are
one of
they
her
drawing
French
you,
girls?
photographing,
Oh, it's art, a proper portrait, painting me.
painting? Okay, there you go.
So she came
Cool.
over to the shops to take photos of me in my usual spot, because it's the law. And when I die, I want a statue there.
Uh-huh.
Of me sat there, cup of decaf,
With a nice cup of
fag
tea.
in hand. Yep. Dear, and looking up at the clouds. And she asked me if I'd basically do that. I said, oh, I'm very flattered, thank you. Thinking it was going to be a little thing you could put on the mantelpiece. No. It's going to be 18 inches high. And reciprocal width. A, I've got nowhere to put it. My walls are chock-a-block. B, I don't want to be staring down at myself. I hate me. And then C, I don't think the cafe will have room for it. I mean, I don't want to get rid of it. It's a lovely thing. I just wasn't expecting it to be that big. When I get it, when it's eventually done, I will show it. And
We
you
need
can-
we need pictures
Yeah. Oh, I'll put something on
Pictures, yeah.
Facebook, I'm sure.
and something to define.
But she's
scale.
got apparently she wants to come and do close-ups of my face. Oh God, this
There you
poor
go.
woman.
That's scary.
So yeah, there was that. Next week, so Rabbits of Death, Once and Future, Past Lives, which will be made
Rabbits.
available to you afterwards. Something else. Yes, the last episode of Edge of Darkness. That's episode 6,
And the Darkness
Spanky
6
dear.
Fusion.
Yes,
It's
Fusion.
titled Fusion, yes.
Wonder why. And the last episode, the third but last episode of Callan.
Fourth from the end, because then
Yeah,
there's a
that's what I'm
three-parter.
And then the following week we kick off Cold
The
Jack.
contract. Kolchak!
It's not next Sunday. The Sunday after we'll be kicking off Cold.
Yeah, the
Sunday.
following
Yeah,
week
yeah,
we
yeah,
kick
yeah.
off.
Yeah, like I say, the only reason
After
we're not
we
kicking off
finish
next
Callan.
week is Matey Boy couldn't count.
Oh, well.
Screw you guys. I'm
Yeah,
watching
fuck
Cold
you. I
Jack.
don't care. The flashing blade
Damn
attitude.
Spanky! That son of a bitch. That bastard. He's always screwing things up for the rest of us. I
I'm
swear
already
to God. there ought to
halfway
be a
through
spray.
Cold Jack.
Like a spank away.
Of course you are.
You're an
dear.
English major. Numbers are overrated.
I'm just saying,
So is
right?
apparently
Who
the
needs them?
spelling of maths.
I can read. Fuck it. I don't need numbers.
Ah, dear. Brian, what are you doing next week? Please tell me something nice.
Working and then doing the Diablo 4 slam. on their
Oh,
server.
now, I have a question for you. An offer.
I have
if
an
you
answer.
like.
Let's see if they match.
All right. Next Sunday.
42.
Next Sunday. All right. How would you like to
You knew it
take
was
the
coming.
evening off from the show so you can keep playing Diablo?
I intend to be playing Diablo from Friday morning because I'm taking the day off to sometimes Sunday in preparation
Late
for
night,
the show.
early Monday morning. Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to come to the
So-
show if you want to keep playing Diablo. I do appreciate
No, it's
how
okay.
important it is
It's
for
okay.
you.
You know what? I found out something. I have a second monitor here, and
Uh-huh.
You'd think you'd notice, to be fair.
and there and it's really weird because I can have the show over here on
Hello.
this monitor, and over
the game
here
over
I can
there.
have Diablo 4.
See, that's the good thing about
And I
this.
will
Steve,
get my
why don't we
ring back,
just
God damn it. I will
stream
get
the
that
show?
fucking ring back.
They may have taken it
Just
out.
stream the show while playing Diablo 4, right? This
Yeah.
is what we're doing today, Diablo 4. Woo! We like everybody's Diablo 4.
I'll even
That's
share
the
out
show.
my screen in the chat
Yeah,
just in case.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think that could be quite funny. I really do. I can't wait to see you die.
I'm gonna put everybody on it. Just everybody get on Diablo 4 for the day and just go batshit, right?
Like I said,
Okay.
A, there's only teams of 4
When is that?
we
Like
know
2
of,
weeks?
and B,
Teams
it's
of
about
4.
60 quid, and so there's no point.
It's expensive.
Hey, Wizardless Molly,
Yeah, of course.
how's it going? Would I be interested in a custom design for my channel? No, thank you. It's kind of you to offer, but if you know anything about this show, you'll know that we just can't be asked. So, nice of you to offer, but no, thank you. And yourself. Thank you. Nice name, Wizardless Molly. I like that. Ah, dear. You see, you can deal with people nicely.
Yes,
You
of
see,
course you can.
it's a thing. Ah, dear. So, Spanky, dare I ask what you're up to next week?
I'm trying to think of a way to say it that doesn't involve too much cursing or screaming or anything like that. I have some VA
Best of
things
luck.
I'm trying to settle, and while dealing with the stuff with my folks, it's just like much screaming and cursing.
On here is Mary Hopkins.
Yeah. Mm.
Why would
You've
I
got
have...
a lot on your plate.
Oh my god, my plate is freaking overflowed.
I'm so sorry,
I
I got
lost it. It
distracted.
washed away. I don't know where the hell that thing is. I grabbed a trash can lid, put stuff on that, and that's not working.
All I'm going to say is make sure you
Now I'm
take an
just
umbrella.
pushing around with a broom and just saying screw it.
Take umbrella.
Making piles.
Mary Hopkins is on this thumb drive or USB stick. or
Mary
whatever you call it.
Hopkins?
Yep.
Mary Hopkins. Mary Hopkins. I don't
Mary
think that
Hopkins.
was-
Mary Hopkins.
Mary Hopkins. Mary Hopkins. Anyway.
Now, why could you actually, if you
Poppins,
look
Mary
at it, it
Poppins.
actually looks like the silhouette of a Time Lord. That's weird.
Mm-mm.
Can I do it? Can I actually make it look? Can you see like that? You
You
can
have to
see the
turn
collar.
it a little bit so
can't
you
you?
can't, because there's too much light on it.
Well, that's the trouble. It's got to.
I can't. Yeah,
It's just reflecting.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just too
Anyway,
shiny. Oh, well.
I wonder why I would have Mary Hopkins on a memory stick.
Because she isn't anywhere else.
Auntie is planning.
Oh, God.
no.
We-
It's not
Actually, I'm
healthy.
deeply distressed because I've got a horrible feeling I am actually going to have to do preparation for this interview
Yes.
on Saturday.
You should.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, there's a few of them, and between them, they've written quite a few of these books. Now, I know these books well enough, but it's trying to remember who wrote which one. So I may have to make notes.
Yes.
There might be an iPad involved.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right. I never use notes. I wing it.
Did you
every
ever give
bloody
away
time. No, I'm
the
keeping it.
DVD or whatever?
No, I'm keeping
Oh,
it.
well, there you go. Okay, I'm
Screw 'em. They can't be bothered to enter a competition for something for nothing.
Well,
There you
it's
have
a
it.
region locked DVD. So
Oh,
Yeah, basically. So, man.
we haven't done this in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, I fancy an awkward pause.
That was
Yeah, okay. That was a good awkward pause. That was nice. I enjoyed that awkward pause. Yes, very good. Yes, we went through a phase a couple of years ago going nuts over Craig Ferguson.
careful, Icarus.
He's funny, but come on. It's not a religion.
Ass mode. Okay.
I can mute him. You know that, right?
Yeah, I feel sure. Ah, dear. One of the most unsung double acts, comedy double acts. That's Craig and Josh, the guy who voiced Jeff Peterson. those two were just so in sync. It was just uncanny. It really was. Someone was telling me, not mentioning who, but he got directed by Craig Ferguson, and he's an absolutely lovely guy. Just as bonkers as on the TV. So that's nice. Yeah. I'd love to see Craig Ferguson live. I really would. But I don't think he tours Britain anymore. It's a shame. It's a shame. I'm just killing time now. We're nearly up to 2 hours.
Are you honestly
Sorry,
trying
if
to
you're hanging
find
around
time
waiting
to
for
get a
something
script
profound,
mark?
forget it.
Really?
You may as well turn
Are
off
you still
now.
flipping
Wow.
up your hair like a Centauri?
I'm trying
No.
to
No.
get this-
The thing is, I've been
No,
so,
here's
no,
the
but
moment.
haircut. It's too damn long.
I've been so used to
The fans.
using these to push my hair back. Now I've got short hair. I did it last night and I look like a Centauri. My shoes were too tight and I forgot how to dance.
I've been going to the same barber shop for 50 years, and so she's only open now on like Tuesdays early in the morning, Wednesday early in the morning, and Thursdays at night. So I'm trying to suck it up to Thursday so I can get down there and get a haircut. But if I don't make it and I come in and you see that it looks obviously like I did a really poor job taking a pair of clippers to my own head, you'll know what happened.
Hang on, is
I'll
this
just
going to
be
expose
like,
more of
"Guys."
your face?
Yeah, well, you know,
Oh, hell.
there's trade-offs. You get the glory of the spank
Yeah.
and the shine of the dome.
Oh,
Because, you know, scrotum head. Everybody loves that. This reminds
He's
me
gonna
of boot
become
camp
Thanos.
then, right?
oh dear. Nice to hear about Hex, by
Except
the
for
way.
the lovely purple complexion. Unless they get like cyanotic or like choke on something while I'm eating and a Twinkie and like, bleh, and, you know.
Oh, yeah,
in a
Mr.
brief
Last
sandwich
Night
moment before
come
I
out
kill.
with a
Yeah.
Twinkie.
That was
people.
funny.
5,000 years, still
A
fresh.
5,000-year-old Twinkie still fresh. Gotta love it. It's not even cooked. They're extruded. Love it.
That's just not right. That's just
Twinkies.
not right.
Okay. For backstory, they were rummaging through, you know, they're in the promenade that has
Well,
been
they
destroyed
were
by
rummaging
Calamity.
through. To be fair, I didn't.
They're rummaging through a store and they say, "What do we find?" So the first thing that comes to mind, well, you find a little yellow sponge
Twinkie.
cake. About yay long. Looks like, you know, it had 3 injectors put up in it with cream filling.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fresh.
Squoosh.
What do you do?
Spanky, what did you do?
Spanky was
I
in
didn't
the
do
other
anything.
building.
Oh,
I
hang on,
was
that was
just
Jess,
worried
wasn't
I
it?
might have been there.
It was Jess, wasn't
But
it?
Jess beat me to it. Just,
Just got
I am
scarfed
waiting. I
half
know
of it,
some
and
Lovecraftian horror to form out of her. I will be honest with you.
I'm not gonna
5,000-year-old
lie.
Twinkie.
Something may happen. Something may not.
you know,
Oh,
We don't
something
know.
happened last
that,
night.
That
The
may
card
have been
Retta
the seed
played.
of an old one. Wait a minute now. There's a connection between the old ones and Twinkies. It's cool.
This will be good.
Jess sprouts tentacles.
Okay.
She
What was I
won't
going
do
to
the
say?
tentacles. Maybe eye stalks.
I've forgotten now.
Nice
It's
dogs.
made me
Those
forget.
weird round things that spoot pus out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those are fucking cool. And like, you know, grows a couple miles tall and then, you know,
This is what
rips a
happens
hole in
when
space and
Spanky
time to summon their brother and
starts
sisters in. Yeah.
going on off one. I forget what I'm about to say.
Happens.
Twinkies.
Yeah, no, it wasn't
Twinkies.
Twinkies I was
There you
talking
go.
about.
Uh,
It was something
yeah.
else
So
that
we
happened.
had
Really
that.
wanna know what
I
you're gonna
can't
say?
remember what it
because
was.
reasons.
Oh, I don't
Uh-huh.
know. Dear, dear.
Hello.
You really want to know what you're gonna say?
That's going to be my battle cry.
That's all he did.
Hello.
Just, hello.
Hello. It just made me
Hello.
laugh
Hello.
so
Systems
much.
indicate that damage.
It's when you went danger. I was waiting for Will Robinson.
Repaired.
Right, we're 2 hours in. 2 minutes in? 2 hours in somehow. We're going to go away. Next
Because
week,
Javon
Robots of
marked
Death, Big Finish, Callan, Edge of Darkness. We will be finishing Edge of Darkness. We're heading towards the end of Callan as well, but not quite yet. And like I say, next Saturday we've got the convention. So I'll be dead on the Sunday. Enjoy that.
the Assassin's
Until
Creed,
then, ladies and gentle folk, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Here,
Best
I'll do
result.
it for you.
Yeah, go.
Boys, guys, gals, non-binary
Oh,
pals, this has
God.
been The Flashing Blade, episode 160. Thank you for tuning in. And now, the credits.
Yay!
That is what you call American cheese.
Straight from a can.
You've got to fight for
forgot that
what you want,
thingy.
for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and love and happiness are well worth fighting for. They're well worth fighting for.
This space provided so that you at home can come up with your very own one-line quip.
Damn you, John Levine.